WTOP.
Hello and welcome into the Morano Campus Center and inside the ice arena, as it's going to be the 7th annual Teal game here at Oswego. And tonight's matchup will be the Buffalo State Bengals versus your Oswego State Lakers. And welcome to Hockey Night in Oswego. Alongside Luke Owens and Mike Morano, I'm Brian Rudman. The Teal game, this is the 7th annual Teal game, played to raise awareness for ovarian cancer. And Mike, why don't you tell us a little bit about why ovarian cancer awareness is so important on the Oswego campus?
Yeah, well, just to break it down here, in 2019, some ovarian cancer estimates, there are over 22,000 new diagnoses every year, and from that, there are close to 14,000 deaths, courtesy of the American Cancer Society, and one of those being very close to us in the Oswego community. Ed Kosick's wife, Mary Gosick, passed away about over a year and a half ago, and this is why we have this, to raise awareness for this cause.
Yeah, definitely, it's a big deal here in Oswego, and we had the chance to sit down with head coach Ed Gosick for him to talk about his wife, Mary, and what she meant to Oswego hockey, the Oswego community, and ovarian cancer awareness.
2012, when Mary was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, she wanted to help raise awareness for other people, other women and their families, to try to avoid, what she was going through at the time. And her and a group of friends came up with the idea to, help bring awareness to our campus community through the walk in the fall and the tailgate game here in the wintertime. So that's really how it started. And now her friends and her sisters and a lot of other people here on campus have continued to keep it going, and this will be the second year without her here. Well, she's a passionate hockey fan, and really, she had a lot in helping girls get started with the youth program. They were always intermixed with the boys. She felt strongly that they should have their own platform. So she was always pushing, and to the point where it is, I think tonight's game, the little kids game, will be all girls tonight. So I know she was proud of that. 2 weeks ago, they honored her. They have a annual tournament in town with over 20 girls teams, named in honor of her. So I think should be proud of that. That should be humbled that they continue to honor her in that way. But as far as our team, she worked here at the college for 34 years and helped a lot of the guys with just little things managing here on campus. And, she was always there for them and their families, trying to make everyone feel welcome. And, she obviously was a big part of my career. Anyone, that's fortunate enough to meet someone in their life that puts you in front of their own needs, you're pretty lucky. And I was very fortunate that, early on, when as an assistant for 13 years, financially it didn't pay enough for you to survive, that she allowed me to follow my dream. And that's pretty special. So, here I am now. I owe a lot of it to her and for her sacrifices that she made. And as you guys know, in coaching, there's no, the hours are all over the board. So many weekends not home, many nights not home, where she really was a single mom and held our family together and did a great job of raising our two children, Jeremy and Sarah. And, so, hey, that's all part of it. And not that other people don't make sacrifices in life, but for me, I was very fortunate.
And Mary Gosick continues to impact the Oswego community through the Teal game and the Totally Teal Walk in the fall. Coming up after the break, we'll have the season stats and the SUNYAC standings for both these teams. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego on WTOP 10. We'll be right back.
Everybody can make something.
because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
I wouldn't use this one.
He helps me with my decision making.
Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
And then she was like, yeah, and I was like, no. And then she was like, yeah, and I was like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what?
Ryan just texted me.
Oh my god, what did he say?
Netflix and chill?
Netflix and chill, that's like so last year. It's all about WTOP movies on demand and chill.
You are so right.
Yo, bro, what's wrong?
Yo, bro, my girl left me, bro.
But why?
Because I don't watch WTOP 10 movies on demand.
Hello and welcome back to Hockey Night in Oswego for the 7th annual Teal game, as tonight's matchup will be the Buffalo State Bengals and the Oswego State Lakers. And guys, these teams have really been playing well of late, and we'll start with Oswego right now. Last night, 2 goals on the power play, did a very nice job. What do they need to do to continue that?
Well, I think they need to do exactly what they did last night, Brian, when you saw Gillespie able to hook up multiple times with assists, and they're going to get their chances tonight. This is a Buff State team that's committing 5.1 penalties per game, and we'll look at the stats here and how the numbers match up between these two teams. And the goals, Oswego State with the advantage, 4.2 to 3.3, and that could be a huge factor tonight. Obviously, Oswego wants to score early and often.
Yeah, and like you said, Oswego dominating the goals of 4.2. One thing they have to do is dominate the shots. You see the Bengals are very close within. They have to win a lot of face-off and just dominate the shot selection, making it very hard for the Bengals to create any opportunities.
Yeah, and these teams have already met this season. Oswego went on the road to Buffalo State in November, got away with a 4-1 win. What did we see out of Oswego in that game that led to the win?
Well, I think the key in that game for Oswego, it's the key for every game they win. They got off to a good start. They led 2-0 after the first period, and Joey Molinaro had a hat trick. Anthony Pissarro, who we'll talk about a little bit later, had 2 assists, and Cedric Hansen actually was in net for the Lakers, stopping 19 of 20 shots. So a good all-around game the last time these two met.
Yeah, and if you saw the numbers before, the face-offs are pretty close there, but Molinaro had a big game to pull through there for the Lakers. They would just have to dominate the shot selection and win the face-offs.
Definitely, and now we're going to take a look at these SUNYAC standings as we near the end of the season and we head towards playoff time. And if we look ahead to next weekend, it'll be the top 2 teams facing off right here in Oswego, Geneseo versus Oswego. What does Oswego need to do to stay focused on tonight's game, though?
Well, last time the two teams met, obviously it was a loss for Oswego against Geneseo, but I think they are focused because when you look at these standings, 18 points for Oswego, 21 for Geneseo, they're right on their heels, and if Oswego State wins out, they will win the regular season title. So I think that's enough motivation to keep them focused tonight.
Yeah, and this game has to set as a statement game for them to show them that they're ready for today. If they could dominate today's game, they can go well into that game with a lot of momentum. They did get shut out last game. That's why they got to get the puck in the back of the net very early and very quickly today.
Definitely. Something else that should be noticed, Oswego clinched a playoff spot last night with the win against Fredonia. Coming up after the break, we'll have players to watch from both Luke and Mike. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego on WTOP 10. We'll be right back.
Many medicines used to treat colds and flu contain acetaminophen, a pain reliever and fever reducer found in hundreds of over-the-counter and prescription medicines. But taking too much or more than one medication containing acetaminophen per day can damage your liver. So always read the label and don't take acetaminophen if you drink 3 or more alcoholic drinks every day. To learn more, visit fda.gov/OTC pain info. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Food and Drug Administration.
This job looks perfect. It says you need a high school diploma. You've got one of those, right?
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
I got that.
Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back to Hockey Night in Oswego, the 7th annual Teal game. And as we get set for Buffalo State versus Oswego, let's get right into it with some players to watch. Luke, let's start with you. Who do you got tonight?
Right, and let's start with Buffalo State. And for me, it's going to be Reed Bibb. He actually added his second goal of the year last night in that win over Cortland. He's a smaller guy, 6'1", 196 pounds, but he gets in there and he gets gritty. 24 block shots on the year to lead his team for Buffalo State. He's second on the team, though, with 12 penalties. He'll have to stay out of the box tonight if Buffalo State wants to be successful, and he's a part of that third line that is so dynamic that Mike's going to also tease in a moment here. And then looking for the Lakers, it's going to be the freshman, Josh LeBlanc, who's anchoring that first line now. Not big in the points total, 4 goals, 5 assists on the year for 9 points, but where LeBlanc gets it done with his grit and his speed to lead that first line. He had a bunch of chances down low last night. As you see on the graphic, 5 points in his last 5 games. Only 22 shots on the year. To put that in perspective, Gillespie and Molinaro each have 54 apiece, but I think LeBlanc could have a big night tonight.
Yeah, for mine, going to go back to that third line for a second with Mac Wood for Buff State. Now, that third line can be very deadly for today's game. Tied first with overall goals on the team here. He could be a great guy to give the puck to get the shot on the net. Besides being shot on the net, he's a great playmaker as well. Also tied for first in assists with 13 assists. He can also move the puck around, create opportunities, create windows for other players to score. He's also tied first with points for 21. Now, for Oswego, familiar face here, former Buff State player Anthony Pissarro. I would have to go with him here as he's playing his former team today. Scored 2 goals recently against Morrisville State in that win that Oswego won 7-2. Also, another thing to put into factor, he's second in goals on the team with 9. So that's something they have to look forward to, so he can put the puck in the back of the net. We recently talked to Anthony Pissarro on his comments on how it feels to play against his former team.
Tomorrow.
I'm just excited. I mean, we got one out of the way on the road there and just saw everyone back there, and it's good to get it out of the way. Just another SUNY game tomorrow. I mean, I'll see some friends, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, big one tonight and even bigger one tomorrow, so we just got to keep rolling.
What's your game plan for tomorrow? You have anything up your sleeve? Because you know how these guys play. You've seen their tactics.
They play hard. They play well. They have a good goalie, big guy. I mean, we just got to get after it. Their PK is good. We got to score on the power play, and just like playing Fredonia, it's just another game, and we got to go hard.
12 when Mary.
And Anthony Pissarro looks to have a big game tonight, like you said, Mike, against his former team. Is there any extra motivation when you're facing your former team?
Yeah, I think there's got to be, and I really liked at the end when they asked, you know, what kind of strategies are you going to go? He says they play hard. And they're a little bit of a different look than that Fredonia team they saw last night. Buffalo State's going to want to run with Oswego. They want to push that tempo, and we'll see if Pissarro can take advantage. I think a little bit more motivation than he was letting on in that interview.
Yeah, physicality is so important. You want to, if you're Buff State, you want to play hard. You want to tire these guys out. You want to get past them, and no one knows that better than Anthony Pissarro. So he's going to be up, and he's going to be looking for that, and he's going to be expecting that from these guys.
Yeah, definitely. And coming up after the break, we'll get a word from our sideline guy, Josh Holfith, and we'll get your keys to the game from the booth. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10. We'll be right back.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
I wouldn't use this one.
He helps me with my decision making.
Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
And then she was like, yeah, and I was like, no. And then she was like, yeah, and I was like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what?
Ryan just texted me.
Oh my god, what did he say?
Netflix and chill?
Netflix and chill, that's like so last year. It's all about WTOP movies on demand and chill.
You are so right.
Yo, bro, what's wrong?
Yo, bro. My girl left me, bro.
But why?
Because I don't watch WTOP 10 movies on demand.
Welcome back to Hockey Night in Oswego for the 7th annual Teal game. Once again, Mike Morano, Luke Holmes, I'm Brian Rudman, and right now we got a special report from the sideline from our very own Josh Holfith. Josh, what do you got for us?
All right, thanks, guys. I'm here at the entrance to the Morano Campus Center. Coming up the stairs are where the fans are going to come in today. There's a lot of stuff set up for the Teal game. First thing you're going to do, you're going to come by and you're going to grab a shirt. You're going to grab a Teal shirt in support of ovarian cancer. They have 2,500 shirts to give out today, and I'm going to get my shirt today because I support ovarian cancer awareness. And if you want to donate more money, if you want to spread more awareness, you can come over here to this table, get some raffle tickets. They got some prizes. All of the money to your raffle tickets is going to go towards ovarian cancer research and awareness. And then if you want to hang out before the game, if you look over here behind me, we got the Teal Gate going on. People are hanging out. We got a lot of fun teal balloons, a good place to spend your time right before you enter the Morano Campus Center. If we come over here, see a lot of fans coming here to support. It's a really fantastic sight to see a community coming together to support a really good cause. And this cause is really, really close to the Oswego community. Mary Gosick, Coach Gosick's late wife, unfortunately passed away from ovarian cancer. And this is the one of the big reasons why the Teal game is such a big deal, to support the memory of Mary Gosick and all the work that she did with these organizations, Hope for Heather, the National Alliance for Ovarian Cancer Awareness. These organizations do a lot of work to support this research and awareness of ovarian cancer, and that's what we're trying to continue here at Oswego. And if you can see, there's another table here. We can get a nice little teal ribbon that we all have today to support ovarian cancer. And this is just what the Teal game's all about. You know, it's a big game between Oswego State and Buffalo State, but it's more than that. It's about supporting awareness and for a good cause. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Josh. Great stuff. And right now, we're going to send it to the press box for the keys to the game. That's all for us here on the perch for the pregame show. We'll see you at the first intermission.
Hello and welcome here in the Steve Levy press box. Brandon Ash joined here by my man Matt Watling. So Matt, your keys to the game.
You know, starting off with Buffalo State, you got to play a stout and strong game defensively. This is a team that took a really big hit when they lost Ian Silva, the starting goaltender. He had 24 games played last year and was top 3 in SUNYAC in all goaltending categories. This team now has a save percentage of .877, which is nowhere near what they were expecting heading into this season. Second, you got to support your team through the neutral zone. Oswego uses their speed, and you need to neutralize it through supporting yourself through the neutral zone, making short passes, making crisp passes, and finally score by committee. The loss of Anthony Passero really hurt this offense, and they've got only 1 point per game scorer. Now flipping over to Oswego, use your size. This is a team in Buff State that's not very big. Their biggest defenseman is Troy Button, who is 6'1" and just a shade over 200 pounds. Second, propel the penalty kill. The penalty kill has been middle of the pack, 5th in the SUNYAC at 81.2%. You're playing against the 6th best power play, and that should give Oswego a chance to get the penalty kill going. And finally, Barry breakout. Cameron Barry really doesn't have that many points heading into this game. 8 games so far in the season. He's finally getting his legs on him. You saw him yesterday, looked really comfortable, had a couple of shots on goal, used his speed, but he has not had a lot of points and has really just looked average. And he's a guy that on that 4th line, they want a scoring boost.
Now, I definitely want to look quick at that Berry, like you said, on that 4th line. He was a guy last year who was a first-line, second-line guy. What do you think it means to him to be pushed all the way down to that 4th line?
I don't think it's a knock on him. I think it's just a testament to how deep this team is. You've got Josh Netadol, a former D1 talent, playing on that 4th line. That just makes Oswego one of, if not the deepest team in all of Division III.
And now Scorpio jumping onto that one. I said yesterday, Scorpio should be a main line guy. He was the extra skater yesterday, now getting bumped up to that 4th line. You think that that speed helps out Cam Berry a little bit today?
Yeah, he's like a little Energizer bunny. He's a puck hound. He gets on the puck in a hurry. He's hard to knock off the puck with that speed and just all that tenacity. And he's a guy, and this is the 4th line, that could really do some work, whether it be grinding and cycling the puck down in the offensive zone, creating space for themselves, creating tired legs on the Bengals side, and then you look for a second line with Passero, Broman, or even that top line with guys like Emerson to come out and score and add that scoring punch.
I was going to say that was really the only change on that 4th line with Scorpio coming in. The first 3 lines, as well as all 6 defensemen, all the same from yesterday. Do you like that idea, keeping the main guys in that won the game yesterday, or do you think there should have been a little bit more switches to have been done?
I really don't think there's many switches to make. You saw Joey Sullivan come out. He took a bad penalty in that game last night, and they looked good, so why change it? Also, this is a team now that's looking to cement their lineup heading into the playoffs. You want the same line consistently, and Charlie Pelnick draws in as the extra skater, trying to add some more stoutness to the defense.
Well, that sounds good, Matt. And just about 7 minutes away from puck drop. The lights are off. The refs are skating around. We had the young children skating around with the flags. But right now, seems like the players are coming out. We're going to go to break. But like I said, in about 5 short minutes, we'll be back here for Hockey Night in Oswego here on WTOP 10.
Many medicines used to treat colds and flu contain acetaminophen, a pain reliever and fever reducer found in hundreds of over-the-counter and prescription medicines. But taking too much or more than one medication containing acetaminophen per day can damage your liver. So always read the label and don't take acetaminophen if you drink 3 or more alcoholic drinks every day. To learn more, visit fda.gov/OTC pain info. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Food and Drug Administration.
This job looks perfect. It says you need a high school diploma. You've got one of those, right?
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
I got that.
Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up? Oh, we finally bought a place. Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Is
it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Two opportunity here. Here's Emerson. Emerson takes a shot, and he goes top left on Jimmy Perina. Gillespie. Sizing. Shoots. He scores! Josh Sizing on the power play. Oswego takes the lead. Opportunity for Oswego, and a goal! Anthony Passero!
Hockey night in Oswego starts now.
Hello and welcome back here to Hello and welcome back here to WTOP 10 Hockey Night in Oswego as the Lakers take on the Buffalo State Bengals. The lights just coming back on in a dim fashion here as we are in the 7th annual Teal game as we honor Mary Gosick's unfortunate passing to ovarian cancer back in June of 2017. Both captains out for the drop right now.
Awareness about ovarian cancer. Joining the coordinators of the Mary Gosick Girl Power Tournament for the ceremonial puck drop are Oswego captain Devin Campbell and Buffalo State's Vadim Vasjonkin.
There are the claps there. So let's talk about the two coaches here. Ed Gosick the man for the Oswego State Lakers. Obviously a big game for him. Like I said, unfortunately lost his wife back about a year and a half ago. And Buffalo State has Steve Murphy, their head coach.
Right, it's his 4th year at the helm of this Bengals squad. And he's got a solid record compiled here of 33, 15, and 5. His assistant coaches, Dylan Houston, they've got quite an assortment of coaches, including equipment managers. They've got a goaltending coach and even a president of hockey operations. So a big assortment of coaches and staff there making the Bengals tick.
Yeah, Buffalo State went there just once and really didn't really look like the biggest school, but looked like they took a little bit of pride in their hockey. So obviously, like you said, a lot of coaches really want to get this hockey team up there. And right now, they're sitting in the 5th spot for the SUNYAC championships, going through for the playoffs. Oswego right now sitting 2nd, only 3 points back.
And as you heard in the pregame, Oswego clinches, and I believe Buffalo State won last night against Cortland by a score of 4-2, which catapults them to 3rd in the SUNYAC.
Correct. Yes, the standings were as of yesterday, so a few changes there. Buffalo State wins, moves them all the way from 5th up to 3rd, right behind Oswego. So this is a big game for both teams. Right now, with the face-off, Zizek's able to win it over to Spink, and now goes all the way back. And now, here is the Mary's Minute for an entire minute. Everyone is on their feet clapping. Let's see if a goal can get scored in this first Mary's Minute. 15 seconds in, Oswego able to get into their offensive zone. Curry has it, now down low, bounces around, tried for the wraparound there with Spink, couldn't get to it. Spink leaves it up for LeBlanc. LeBlanc holds, gives it to Zizek. Zizek down low. Try to get it back, ref a little bit tangled in there, alongside O'Connor. Finally stolen away in Buffalo State, nice play by Vazjankin. Taken all the way down now. Nice opportunity. Richer leaves a rebound. It's out, and Richer sitting on the puck after that. Richer left the rebound and was able to just keep the legs right there. We're going to go quickly down to our man, Josh Holson.
Thanks, guys. As you can see, everyone here in the arena is standing up and cheering for Mary Gosick. This is part of Mary's Minute. For the first minute of every period, instead of doing a moment of silence to honor Mary's fighting spirit and passion for hockey, they're cheering instead. We love it here at Oswego State. Here it is.
You heard right there, and as I had alluded to before, Broman rips a shot. That one just high. First shot on goal for Oswego there. Mary's Minute over, unfortunately, could not score there, but still rips a shot right in front. A big save there. Nice play by Minch, and now Buffalo State's able to clear.
And Oswego dictating some play early on, and if they're scoring one of these Mary's Minute, I think the crowd would just completely explode, as they're already pretty loud to begin with here.
Obviously, in the 2nd and 3rd, Mary's Minute will continue as well, so we'll see if they're able to get it in those periods. Right now, moving up, 18:35 left in this first period, still 0-0. 2 shots for Buffalo, 1 shot for Oswego early off. Buffalo now has it in their zone, trying to get around and clear. Nice pressure by Brown, now finally able to get through. That one touched, and Richer's gonna let McMillan touch up for the icing, bring it back the other way.
Right, early on, you see from Buff State goaltender Connor Minch, who's 6'5", Rysark Bogart, 6'6". Now, 2 really tall goaltenders coming into the weekend. He's a guy that likes to stand tall, drops to the butterfly a little early, and he's played really solid so far in the couple shots he's faced. Not a lot of opportunities on net, but Oswego generating some opportunities here in the opening minutes of the game.
Face off. Tried to win it there and did. Now up top. Going behind net. Tried for the wraparound, didn't like it. Pulls back up top. McMillan has it at the blue line. McMillan rips a shot. That one stopped in front. Now knocked down is looked to be Molinaro was knocked down there. Seems to be okay. Emerson. Now on the sideboards is Brown. Loses that and wrapped all the way around. Kept in now is Solo. Solo loses his stick and now cleared back over to McMillan. McMillan waits on it. And now it's lost there. Taken in here is Butcher. Butcher tries to move in, rips a shot right off the shoulder of Richer. Big save there. Another one, it's in! A goal for Buffalo State, just 2.5 minutes in, and they take a 1-0 lead.
And that's a great play by Ben Butcher, the 4th line forward out of Washington, and really a sloppy play by the Lakers. They weren't able to clear the zone, unable to clear the crease and the slot as we await the replay, and that's a tough goal that I think Richer is going to want back for Oswego State early on, just a crucial goal. As you see here, nice speed through the neutral zone, fires a shot. Oswego can't clear the rebound, and a quick shot turns around, and that was Ben Butcher with the opening goal of the game. And
Butcher started off right at that top blue line, made a great steal, was able to move in, ripped the shot, and then got it back after the rebounds. And Butcher was able to put it past Richey. So Buffalo State starts it up 1-0. Oswego, the ones looking to try to get it. Camberry, his first shot of the night, cannot find it. Trip there, both players down. Both of them seem to be okay. It was Camberry as he took out Dost on the play. Bounce forward now. Oswego's able to get there. Cleared there by Nenadal. Moved up now with Scorpio. Leaves it back for Zizek. Scorpio holds and loses it in the corner. Scorpio pressured by Simmons. Finally able to get it back. Raked in front. Now on the line there is Spink. Spink couldn't get it back. Cleared up by Buffalo, and Bibb the one to take up. Bibb's going to rip a shot right in the chest of Richey. Doesn't allow for a rebound opportunity.
Buffalo State doing a really good job not letting Oswego State generate a forecheck at all. This is what's really led to Buffalo State's easy exits through the neutral zone. And you see the speed, the small, short, crisp passes through the neutral zone, what I alluded to earlier before the game started as one of my keys to the game for Buffalo State. And that's what really has them up a goal this early into the game, just 16:30 left in the first.
Right in front of Richey. Richey is just going to allow for another face-off. Go back to the same side as well. 5 seconds down on that one, 16:25.
And now the center for this line for Buffalo State is Vadim Vazjankin, the Estonian native, and he was second in the Suniac in conference points last year as a freshman amongst all freshmen, so a really talented player for Buffalo State.
Vazjankin won that one, put it back over to Simons. Now it's in the far corner. Zizek trying to get through, Bibb over there. Ends up with it now is Vazjankin. Tried the cross in front. Richey, big save off the chest.
Not great rebound control from Richey, but Oswego able to exit the zone.
The rebounds that he is letting up are going more to the side at least, so at least helping him out a little bit there. Tried to feed that one up to Spink. LeBlanc had his pass tipped. Tried to get it back. Was LeBlanc. Stolen away from him is Tillipane. Nice play by Campbell to knock it loose, and Campbell starting off well in the defense, chipped up and a clear by Oswego. Oswego's not been able to get any offensive opportunities. Shoveled back in now by Guerrera. Stick goes all the way up in the air as Tillipane's. Tillipane just going to go back anyway, so doesn't need the stick. And it's in! A goal right there! Already 2-0, and I didn't see who made the move in there. Looks like it was number 25, Connor Zach, on the first line.
That's a really impressive goal for Buffalo State. Again, another rebound. Puck laying there in the crease, begging to be picked up by an Oswego State stick. Everyone caught puck watching behind the net as Connor Zach picks up the garbage, as you said, Brandon. And really not the start Oswego State wants. They've got to slow this game down a little bit. Last night we said play fast because that's one of Fredonia's weaknesses. For Buff State, they thrive in those conditions, so you got to slow it down. Use your size. You brought in Charlie Pelnick tonight for a reason. Let him use his bigger frame to play physical and really attack this Buffalo State team at a different angle.
Definitely didn't really see what was up, but Devin Campbell getting looked at now. Stolen by Brown as he moves in. Brown loses it as he tried to cross in. Players all meet and converge on that left side. Few players run into each other. Lost their trip there. Both players fall now, as it was Guerrero, the one that fell alongside Remmers, now moved up by Oswego. Rips a shot, that one fended off behind net now. Molinaro pinned up against the boards. Buffalo State gets it back. Fed up and loses it almost immediately. Knocked back down, and Guerrera has it. Guerrera tries to move in, passes to the outside, unaccounted for, and just a little bit wide to Remmers. Behind net now. Scorpio tried to get it, pressure in front, no one crossing there. Molinaro able to get it and clear. Molinaro gets it up to Nenadal. Nenadal with the head of speed, try to chip it forward to himself. Oh, and Nenadal, big hit there on Button. Everyone cheering there, but now it's knocked out by Buffalo State. They're going to take up now, and moved in is Doust. That was pinned against. And now another whistle called.
I believe it's a cross-check on Oswego State. Not quite sure who it was, as it can't quite make out the number.
Looks like it is Nenadol, yes.
Going to the box for a cross-check, for a slashing, excuse me. As we have a replay of the goal coming out here for Buffalo State, the second goal, which was Connor Zach's. And really just another impressive goal for Buffalo State. As it looks like we're not going to have the little technical difficulties here. We won't have the replay. But Oswego State needs to kill this penalty off. It's so crucial. You cannot go down 3-0.
Starting up now, Carter Allen sends it all the way down. So quick clear, 14 minutes left here in this first period. Buffalo State out to a quick 2-0 lead. He got slashing Nenadol, so he'll be off for 2 minutes now. Sent in all the way from center ice. Played first by Buffalo State. Now round boards in the corner, gets over to Wood. Played back now on the backboards. Few players converge there. Alongside with Curry, Allen, Spink over there. One back, and Mac Wood has it. Wood at the blue line, sends it down low. Back to Wood. Wood up top, waits. Gives it back over to O'Connor. O'Connor gets it back at the blue line. He's going to rip a shot, and a nice stop there by Curry. Gets it right back is O'Connor. Over to the other side is Wood. Wood whiffs on it and pokes it away, and a great clear there. Good start by Zizek.
Oswego State doing a good job on this penalty kill, being aggressive, but also letting Mac Wood sit back at the blue line, because he's not able to create much, especially when you box out in front of Riche and let him see the puck.
Crosser, Riche, big save. Coming down there was Guerrero on the right side. Oh, just stolen, and now Scorpio had to wait on it. Camberry's going to take it. He's hit, and that's going to be an interference. Touched up there is Guerrero, so now it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey for 39 seconds until Oswego will get the power play.
And that was a really heavy hit on Cameron Barry, and he skated right over the bench and shouted something to his team. I'm not quite sure what it was, couldn't make it out. But
seems like he's okay.
Fired up, definitely okay, but he's fired up that he's able to draw a penalty and now get Oswego tied back up here.
We'll go right back to it. We'll see. Just a great play in the neutral zone. Cam Barry was able to move in and just immediately, it looks like it could be either interference or a hit to the head. So we will have 4-on-4 hockey right now. Player called on it was Husted, who had an impressive goal to send the game to overtime last week in their game. I believe it gets Potsdam. Now moved in, Pissarro tries to pass it back over. McMillan has it on the blue line now. McMillan's gonna rip a shot, that one just wide. Kept in now on the boards is Pissarro. 20 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Bounces forward and knocked to the side by Button. Button gets it back. Now it's behind net. Buffalo can't clear as they knock it down in front. 5 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Buffalo State able to clear, and now an advantage Riche. Big save there as it was moved in by Buffalo, stolen right back. So now Oswego on the power play for 1:10.
Yeah, and that was a great chance by Reimers for Buffalo State. An excellent stretch pass by the defense, and also a good job by Reimers to see that and really start skating towards the blue line.
Gives this one up to Gillespie. Gillespie runs into his own man there with Spink. Behind net, and a big check there. Novik has it. Novik, 2 goals last night, trying to get another one. Novik moves in, has his shot blocked. Still knocked down, and Buffalo State's able to clear. O'Connor, alongside with Bibb, were both able to get in front of that shot by Novik. Now Spink's going to take in. Spink on the right side. Gives it up to Gillespie. Now Novik blue line. 30 seconds left in the power play for Oswego. Novik has the blue line. Back to Gillespie. Gillespie moves in, fakes the shot. Gillespie put a man almost through the blender. Back to Novik. Novik with the shot. Bounced in front and goes through the crease just wide. Kept in, 15 seconds left on the power play. Novik again. Novik trying to switch. Gillespie able to get another stick. Back to Novik at the blue line. 7 seconds left on the power play. In front, shot just wide. Save now. Zizek leaves it up for Gillespie. Gillespie shot, that one just wide again. Looked like a stick may have gotten knocked by Minch. Power play killed off by Buffalo. Now moved into Zizek. Zizek leaves it up Nenadol. Oh, what a play there. Zizek couldn't get the stick on it though. Nenadol put it through the legs of a player. Now Scorpio's gonna chase down. Scorpio's able to make a move. He's able to keep it now. Nenadol tried to center it, nobody there. Is Barry a little bit far.
really good power play for Oswego State. I love the puck movement, starting at the top with Max Novick, working their way down. This is a power play that's reinvented themselves a little bit. A lot more movement, a lot less fancy stuff, as we saw earlier on last semester.
Nendal able to get there, would have had a chance. Besides, it is knocked up in the air to the net by Guerrero. 10:01 left here in this first period. Buffalo State got out to a hot start as they're up 2-0 now. Oswego's been able to get a little bit more chances, but nothing getting too close to Mr. Minch out in goal.
Yeah, and for Oswego State, it really is just a matter of when it will come, because this is a team that has had no problem scoring. They are top 3 in goals for, with 83 on the season, just over 4 per game, and that's good for second in the SUNYAC.
Sends all the way up, landed about 10 feet in front of us. Looks like everyone seems to be okay. Yeah, everyone seems to be okay, but yeah, landed about 10 feet right in front of us. Actually hit the wall right in front of us as well. Looked like our WNYO people right next to us could have been hit a little bit more than us. Would have had a little bit of protection for us. Now back to the action, 9:50 left in the first. Brown has it. Guerrero steals it. Now back is Molinero. Molinero trying to make a move. Molinero now gets it back behind net. 2 defenders pinch in on him. Molinero tries to get it back. Vizhjankin alongside Ford. Trying to rake through now.
Buffalo State seems content with just leaving the puck there along the boards. You have to wonder when the refs are going to call it dead, as it's still against the boards here.
Still loose right now. Now knocked down there, trying to rake through. A lot of players there. Now finally, Oswego's able to chip it up in the air. Knocked down now.
And they're going to call a hand pass on Oswego State. The faceoff will move outside of the zone, I believe. We're actually going to stay inside, excuse me. But players from the Oswego State bench were not happy about how long the refs allowed that scrum to go on for. I mean, Buffalo State was just holding it there the entire time for a good 10, 15, even 20 seconds.
Yeah, very weird. Just like no one really moving there. The puck wasn't moving at all. Definitely surprised, but won by Oswego here. The faceoff, Campbell sends it all the way through. Broman, the first one to touch up. Broman tries to move in. Broman almost tripped, but Campbell gets it on the blue line. Campbell sends it in front. Oh, almost there, not able to get a stick on it there. Now down low and a big hit. Buffalo State is able to clear it. They get it back with their first chance. They're just going to send all the way through. Richer watches it bounce to the side. Now in the corner, goes over the head. Now Oswego's able to clear. Tried to fight for it was Broman, but it's sent back down. First one to touch up is Campbell. Campbell behind net, 8.5 left in this first period. Buffalo State up 2-0 over Oswego. Pissarro with a nice lead pass over Gillespie. Gillespie moves it. Gillespie! Hard angle shot, couldn't get it on the left side.
Yeah, I would like to see him cut more towards the net than just firing a shot like that. Not a great angle, and misses the net. So the puck's a lot easier to clear for Buffalo State as it flips the side to the far side of the ice.
Novik to move up. Novik behind. Novik now in front and behind 2 defenders. Novik moves in with the head of steam. Novik tries to move in. Couldn't get a shot off as it was knocked away. Great defensive play by Simons there. Big hit by Spink as he's able to knock it loose. Zizek able to get there. Zizek and Zach. Now it's just sitting in front. Buffalo State can't clear it. Gets back to Spink. Spink tried to do a little bit too much. LeBlanc the shot and it's saved there. LeBlanc tried to get back to it. Now it's touched up and Buffalo State's able to take out of their zone. Another Zach, and now a big hit on Zach. And they are going to call a penalty.
I believe it's an icing call.
Oh, an icing action, okay.
Zach was hit hard, it might have been a high hit by Carter Allen, but no call by the referees, letting the boys play, and Oswego State will take a tired 5-0 for Buffalo State into Buffalo State's end and look to generate some offense here with 7:30 left in the first period.
They wait now, Nenendal the one on for the face-off. Buffalo wins it. First one to touch up, and they're able to clear now. Pass right at center ice, taken in. That could have been an icing, but it's in! A goal 3 straight for Buffalo State. Just really went in there and looked like it definitely could have been an offside as it was carried in there, but the goal scored by Braden Dust.
Yeah, and really an impressive goal, and another one I think Oswego might want to have back. And that's the second time tonight that a fourth line forward for Buffalo State has scored. And now you see he cuts in, pass him space, really off angle. I think Richer was surprised the shot was coming. He had a couple of Oswego State forwards or players back, and now we're gonna have a goalie change, as I believe Cedric Hansen will take the net, cutting Richer's night early, and he is not happy on the bench, smacking his pads off and hitting and really just slamming the door shut. Not happy, but of course this isn't just on him. The team has not put up a great effort in front of him, and I think Coach Gosek is just trying to spark the team with the goaltender change. I mean, only right now we have 3 shots for Oswego in 13 minutes of play, so obviously they are helping in the offensive side. Richer had already seen 10 shots on the night. Now trying to move in, backhand, good save there off the leg of Minch. Now knocked down, trying to move in is Molinaro. Molinaro couldn't get there. Braden Zach has it. Now Buffalo State's able to move up. Buffalo State has it poking away is McMillan. Great play, and now it's sent all the way through by Butler. Hansen's gonna touch it behind net now. Fed through, bounced all the way up in the glove, and instead he's just going to freeze the puck there as Minch. And if Oswego State can't generate much in the next couple minutes, I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Gosek call a timeout, because right now his team's really giving him nothing to work with, and for a game that usually has such high intensity and high passion, nonetheless you see Cedric Hansen over there, undefeated in net, a .17 goals against average and a .938 save percentage. Really a strong goaltender, and he's a guy that could be a #1 goaltender on most teams, especially those in the SUNYAC. Teams like Buffalo State would be clamoring to have a guy like Hansen in net. Hansen, a guy, I mean, doing amazing on the save percentage as well, along with the goals against. Rips a shot, an opportunity for the rebound, but couldn't get a stick on it. In front there was Pissarro. Stolen back now by Curry, he takes in. Curry had Gillespie streaking across and couldn't find him. Gillespie's gonna get it back now. Gillespie changes angle. Back to the blue line is Gillespie. Gives it up, rips a shot in front. That one saved off. Now kept down low here is Ford. And then cleared through the zone here is Buffalo State. Right back to it for Oswego. Knocked down at center ice. Moves in here and knocked away from his wood. Buffalo State can't keep in now. Gets over to Guerrera. At the blue line, moved in, 3-on-2, rips a shot, that one rising and just high. Good clear again by the Lakers. Hansen comes out, touches it where the trapezoid would be if we were playing in the NHL. Right behind net is Isaac able to clear, and now a 2-on-2. Chipped up ahead now. Quick clear. Now would be an offsides if anyone touched. Right back to it is Isaac going to try to challenge. Simons has it. He's able to get it out of the zone. Moving now is Houston. He loses it. Now Oswego with a chance to move up. That one stolen right away off the pass is Reimers. Knocked down, try to take in now is Oswego. Couldn't get that second opportunity there. LeBlanc doing a lot on the ice, but he has it stolen away from him. Moving in now is Loger. That shot wide. Pinned up against the board is Reimers. Nenendal with a move. Try to lead up to Camberry. Camberry with the shot, and that one blocked. Good defensive play there. That one was by Simons. Simons all on the ice. Now Nenendal leaves a hit right behind the net. And now another hit. Oh, but that one's going to be called. And Nenendal goes back in. Few of the guys in the bench are pointing over. Not really sure what they're pointing at either, but another power play opportunity for Buffalo State as Nenendal takes a trip the second time in this game already. Yeah, and they're going to call it an interference, and that was a really late hit. You know, he's trying to get the crowd into it, try to spark his team after a couple big hits in the shift already, and that one's just a step too late, and that is really crucial in a tough break for Oswego State, down 3-0 and now trying to kill off this penalty.
Definitely need to kill this one to say the least. Rips a shot. It looks like he broke his stick on the play and did, and Oswego's able to clear. Broken stick right in half, tried to rifle a shot in just a little bit too hard. Play behind net now is Buffalo State, trying to get something going on their power play. Simons moves in now, leaves it back. This one over to Bibb. Now behind net Vizjankin. Sideboards, and at the blue line here is Simons. Simons waits. Simons gets it back at the blue line. Trying to center it through Simons now. That one a little bit too hard off the stick of Vizjankin. At the blue line here, Buffalo State trying to get something going. Minute left on their power play. Crosser in front, sitting there, and Reimers could not put his stick on the puck. Now Oswego's able to clear up and get a new line on. 50 seconds left and 3:15 left in this first period. Buffalo State reeling right now, up 3-0. Nice move into the outside. Forces them behind net. Centered back of the blue line is Guerrera. Now behind net here, Zach. .20 seconds left here in the power play. Great play by Scorpio. Scorpio leaves it up to Canberry. Canberry's going to move up now with Scorpio. 2-on-2 is Canberry. Canberry tried to put a shot pass on, and a big save there by Minch. He's able to put it to the side.
That's a good stop by Minch, and really a good penalty kill so far for the Lakers. Bend but don't break, in the sense that Buffalo State had a lot of zone time, but not much action. And that's something that hopefully Oswego State uses as momentum boost, because they certainly could use one.
Buffalo State's going to get a line change on now as it's sent back behind net. Gillespie the one to take up, 2:10 left. Gillespie hit hard. Pissarro able to send it all the way through. Played behind net is Button. Good keep in there as it's, it looks like Broman who made the play. Now to the outside, Curry rips a shot, that one! Looks like it was a big save by Minch there. May have also went up the post, either the post or the shoulder of Minch. 1:50 left here in the first period. Pissarro's laying on the puck alongside Broman. Challenge down low is Zach and Button. Zach's able to get to it. Taken in now, leaves it behind, moves in 2-on-1. Great defensive play. Knocked away there by Oswego. They were able to clear as Broman sends it through. Played back now, minute 25 left in the first period, and going to be an icing call.
Go for it. As Oswego State, a minute 24 left in the period, looking to generate some offense, and this is a Buffalo State team that just came out stronger and hungrier for this win, and really an impressive performance so far for them. The coach and the bench over there in Bengals territory not happy about the icing call.
Very surprising as well in their 3 periods of play throughout all goal scoring. They scored the least in the first period, only 16 in 19 games, already 3 today. That rising shot high, but Minch is going to glove it, freeze it anyways. Yeah, definitely surprising. Like I said, Buffalo State only 16 goals in their first 18 games of the season, 19 games of the season, I should say. So really only averaging 0.9 goals in that first period. Right now, already 3 against Oswego.
Yeah, and from what I've seen from Minch so far is just really solid play. Hasn't been challenged too much here as Spink takes it in.
LeBlanc made a great play. Spink tried to center it, nobody over there. As we'll hear right now, 1 minute remaining. There you go. Taken in now in the corner, Campbell. Campbell, as we said before, getting checked on. He comes back to the ice. Good to see him on. Lead pass a little bit too far for Zizek, or LeBlanc, I should say. LeBlanc able to knock it down. Buffalo gets it back, and Guerrera has it. 40 seconds left in the first. Lead pass a little bit far there for Vizjankin. First one over there is Novik. Novik puts it behind net. Taken up now with 30 seconds left in the first period. Brown trying to make something happen here. Brown tried to charge in. 4 defenders on him. Brown gets it back, equal the net. Brown having his stick held there, and there's the call. The initial defender lost his stick and then grabbed Brown's after, as Brown couldn't move. So there will be 20 seconds for the power play, and if they do not capitalize, they will move into the second period with a penalty. It is going to be a hold on Ford. Here's the replay right here. You see Ford loses the stick at the bottom and immediately grabs the arm and stick of Brown there. Not hard for the call. So for 20 seconds, Oswego will have a 5-on-4. If they do not capitalize, we move into the second period.
Yeah,
with
really
a
an
penalty.
unnecessary penalty to take if you're Ford. I mean, it wasn't like LeBlanc was in a high-scoring area. Really closer was the half roll to the corner boards of his defensive zone in a tough break. And for Oswego State, they've got to generate something in these last 15 seconds or so. And if not now, do it
Oswego's able to win it. Gillespie waits on it. Tried to move in there. Emerson did not have a good look at it. And that one is cleared all the way down, and that will most likely be the end of the period. Hansen's going to touch up, and that will do it here for the first period. Buffalo State, 10 shots on goal, 3 of them going in past Richey. Richey had taken off just 13 minutes into the game, and Hansen came in.
Yeah, and for Oswego State, you're down 3-0, but you have 40 minutes left in the game. And frankly, right now, they're trying too hard to fire up the crowd with big hits, and that's pulling them out of position. And you can't start with a home run. You're not going to tie this game up in the next 30 seconds. This just won't happen. You got to start with winning your shift and chip away at this big 3-goal lead.
I mean, like you said, and like they say, a 3-goal lead is, one of the hardest in hockey. And definitely, Oswego's talent, their skill on offense. I don't see it going like this for the next 40 minutes, but they definitely, like you said, need to generate offense, and it's going to help them big coming out in a 5-on-4.
Right, most importantly, starts with a forecheck. You need to generate some offense through your forecheck, get a couple guys in there, have your third forward out high, and just start generating offense through that manner.
Well, we're going to send it down to our man, Josh Holfith. Tara, mic's not on. So right now, unfortunately, Mike is not setting up right now. He is talking to Braden Doust. So we're going to have to wait on that, see if we can get the mic working for Josh Holfith and for Braden Doust down there. See if they're able to check on it now. But right now, quick look at the Little Lakers taking on, as we have the blue versus red. But as we are not able to get the microphone working there for Holfith, we are going to send it to break. But make sure you stay tuned here for Hockey Night in Oswego as the Bengals, after the first period, lead it 3-0 over the Lakers.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
I wouldn't use this one.
He helps me with my decision making.
Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
And then she was like, yeah, and I was like, no. And then she was like, yeah, and I was like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what?
Ryan just texted me.
Oh my god, what did he say?
Netflix and chill?
Netflix and chill, that's like so last year. It's all about WTOP movies on demand and chill.
You are so right.
Yo, bro, what's wrong?
Yo, bro. My girl left me, bro.
But why?
Because I don't watch WTOP 10 movies on demand.
And welcome back to Hockey Night in Oswego here at the Murano Campus Center. Luke Owens, Mike Murano alongside Brian Rudman as Buffalo State currently leading Oswego 3-0. Guys, what did you see in that first period?
Well, I think Buffalo State did something a lot of opponents have been afraid to do. They came in and they punched Oswego in the mouth. They wanted to play fast and they wanted to play aggressive, which is usually plays right to Oswego State's hands. And we saw last night against Fredonia in the second period when Fredonia picked up the pace. It was a little bit of a problem for the Lakers, and that's what the Bengals did. As we're going to take a look at the 3 goals in the first period. As the first one came up off real early off the stick of Ben Butcher here into the zone, and he just off the rebound, a big deflection off of Richer, and then just fires it in. It looked like Richer might have been a little bit out of position there to put them up early.
Yeah, it seemed like Ben Butcher just trying to get a shot on net, just trying to get something to work here. He was hoping maybe for a rebound off of Richer to get a rebound back, but it just happened to go in here. And Buffalo State's doing something that no other team's got in a very long time, is get to David Richer's head. They really capitalized off that very quickly.
Yeah, and like you said, he kind of just turned around and flung it. Here's the second goal, courtesy of Connor Zach, and the traffic in front of the net you see there, a nifty little pass. Didn't even notice that live, a really nifty pass there for the goal, and puts Buff State up 2-0 early.
Yeah, again, really good play there to get from behind the net into inside here. As we see the third goal, as they shot it just right through. Richer just didn't seem to be on his game, letting a lot of easy goals that maybe he should have got, and that's why they took him out a little early. So now Cedric Hansen's in right now.
Definitely a big story of the night is David Richer pulled in the first period pretty early, and there were some pretty good saves from the Buffalo State goalie in that first period, and a lack thereof from David Richer.
Yeah, it was tough for Richer, but in Buffalo State's net, it was a good job defending Oswego. They really didn't have a lot of opportunities, but when they were there, they were stopped.
Yeah, as we take a look at these saves real quick, Oswego had a really good opportunity just trying to get back and chip away at this 3-0 lead, but the goalie has just been on fire as of late, just stopping Oswego and stopping what they do best, and that is score early and score often. Yeah. And now since they've stopped Oswego, they've stopped it completely. Now they're leaving Oswego with something that they don't really know what to do right now, so all they have to do is kind of come back and just regroup.
Yeah, definitely a great period from Connor Minch. Now we're going to send it down to ice level with Josh.
Thanks, guys. We're here with Braden Douse. Braden, you scored the third goal of that first period. How does it feel to go into the second period already up 3-0 in the Oswego State Lakers?
Feels really good, but we know we have a lot of work still. There's 40 more minutes to go. We know we got to bear down and finish it out.
Nice. Is that your strategy going into the second and third period? What do you expect to change from the Lakers coming in these next 2 periods? If they got to make some adjustments?
They're going to come out really hard. They know they're down 3, and we just got to stick to our game and get pucks in, get pucks out, and then we're good.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Braden. Back to you guys.
Definitely saw an unusual period from Oswego. So far this year, 11-1-1 at home, and they've been pretty good in the first period. Definitely off-character night from them so far.
Yeah, you mentioned 11-1-1 at home. They haven't lost a single game while the students are here, and it's just surprising to go down 3-0 so far.
Yeah, just a very uncharacter-like thing here from the Lakers. All they have to do is just regroup. Now, they're not going to score all 3 goals at once. They have to just slowly chip away at it, and then hopefully they can get back into this game.
Yeah, definitely. So is that what you need to do? You just need to chip away?
Don't panic. That's the first thing they do, is just don't panic. They still got 40 minutes left to play, and that's all they have to do is take it one step at a time.
Definitely.
Yeah, I thought Matt said it perfectly back in the booth, where you're not going to get those 3 goals in 30 seconds. Like you said, Mike, you got to chip away, and you want to be aggressive. Keep the foot on the gas, like Buffalo State did in that first period, and they just keep up the aggression.
All right, we're going to send it to break now. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego. This is the first intermission report.
Hey, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Hello and welcome back here to Hockey Night in Oswego on WTOP 10. Buffalo State Bengals got off to a great start against the Lakers, now up 3-0 just 20 minutes in. Brendan Nash joined here by Matt Wadley. So besides Oswego not doing well, they're trying to get the crowd into it. You were saying a little before, a lot of hits right now in this period.
A lot of physicality, and that's really led by that fourth line with guys like Josh Nenadol and Cameron Barry trying to spark this team. Nenadol takes a penalty as well, and frankly, I just think that the team, you're trying to get the fans into it, and they've done a good job with that, the physicality. But right now, you're down 3 goals, and you heard Mike talk about it earlier at the perch. You just got to chip away. You got to take it one shift at a time and really do a good job of winning each shift, winning each battle. And if you can do that, you're going to win the game.
Like you said, it's not like there's a difference between a free throw, a 2-pointer, and a 3-pointer like in basketball. This is 1 goal equals 1 point. So right now, you just have to keep chipping away at this team, get your opportunities, and right now they're coming off into a power play, so it really will help them at least try and get some offensive opportunities early in the period.
Right, speaking of which, as we pull up the full screen of all the stats that went on during that first period, Oswego State only had 8 shots, and really they did not dominate. Unofficially, it was 5-10, but you look at Buffalo State, and they were just electric. They were on the puck, losing the face-off battle, but really so fast to the puck. After they lose the face-off, they're jumping on it, and they really have Oswego on their heels throughout that first 20 minutes.
Yeah, very surprised. Like you said, Oswego's doing well on the face-offs, but the ones that have been won by Buffalo, they're jumping right on there. So let's talk about right now. I mean, obviously early, only 20 minutes in, but a loss here would be huge for Buffalo and would be terrible for Oswego.
Yeah, you look at Oswego right now. If they win out, including beating Geneseo next weekend, they would have the 1 seed. But you lose this game, you're now 3 points behind Geneseo, and that's a team that's first in the pairwise ranking, I believe second in D3 hockey.com and USCHO. That's the team that's running away with the Suniac right now, and Oswego needs to win as many games as they can to try to catch them or at least stay up with them.
Yeah, 100%. You don't want to play Geneseo in their house. They are a tough team. They know how to play. And if you look at stats on that D3hockey.com, they have a lot of guys leading in a lot of categories, so they really can play aggressive. But Buffalo State, if they win tonight, only 2 points back or a game back of Oswego. It could completely change if they lose to Geneseo and Buffalo State's able to win out. They fall right to the 3rd spot, and they'd have to play in that first week. They would not get that first bye of that week if you do place 1st or 2nd.
Right, and that first round bye is so crucial for a team like Oswego when you want to take your time. You want to, it's a long season. It's a grueling stretch to end the season, especially with emotional games in Plattsburgh to end the season as they usually play Plattsburgh in the last weekend. You want time to reset, refocus, and come out hard in your first playoff match.
100%. Like you said, I mean, the last few games, they have to do Brockport, Geneseo, and Potsdam after tonight. But like I was saying before, an aggressive play, and let's just take a look at all the hits happening. We saw a lot from Broman. We saw a few hits really just trying to get as many people, in this crowd involved right there. A big knockdown by Buffalo State to start it off, right behind a huge hit there by Campbell. Campbell was a little slow after that. Just more hits in the corners, trying to get to pucks and creating chances right back there after one hit, hit on Zyzik. moving up to the puck. And look at that. Knocked him down. There was McMillan going to the puck with the left arm. So really just aggressive play this entire first 20 minutes. And I was not surprised to see that coming out from these two teams.
Right, now a lot of hits, but also you look at Buffalo State. After the hits, they're picking up the puck. They're faster to those loose pucks, and Oswego State needs to do better in that aspect.
Hopefully they do move. Still 40 minutes left in this game, but when we come back, we will bring you second period action here on WTOP 10 Hockey Night in Oswego.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Laker Connect. Absolutely, Dan Kane, this is his second year, have at least one shot. But communicate and just, you have to go back to the basics. Absolutely wrong, because
right now 1-2 in the SUNY action. If you can win both of those games,
sick and tired, Brandon.
If the other team can win 1 point, hey, Vanderbilt.
Oh, absolutely. Come on. Just give me the 1-0 lead, all right?
No.
Or watching Laker Connection.
Here on WTOP 10.
Get caught buzzed driving, and you could do some hard time.
Craig, knock it off.
Sorry, Mom. It could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And that could set you back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzzed driving is drunk driving.
Hey guys, I think I'm a little shiny. Can someone help with that, please?
So you ready for tonight?
Yeah, I think so.
So, you're gonna start off the show like suspended from the ceiling, right? So you're all set with that. So yeah, just remember everything else we talked about and make sure you follow the prompter.
I mean, don't I always?
No, just do what we talked about, okay?
All right, no problem. Let's go.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Hello and welcome back here to WTOP 10. Brandon Ash, along with Matt Watling here in the Steve Levy press box. Buffalo State up 3-0 moving into this second period. So Matt Watling, what does Oswego have to do to get back into this game?
Well, it starts on the power play, Brandon, and they've got 1:40 to work with. And combining that with Mary's minute here to start the second period, if they can generate offense, potentially get a goal, it leaves them in a much better spot moving forward. Hopefully you bring some of that momentum along throughout the second period. This is a team in Buffalo State that's very talented, but their goaltending has been shaky all season long, and Oswego State needs to capitalize on that.
100% agree with you, along with the neutral zone play. Like you said before, Buffalo State a lot faster. They're controlling the neutral zone and getting a lot of offensive chances. So right now, Oswego, if they're in the neutral zone, they have to get that puck and start creating offensive chances of their own.
Yeah, definitely. As the Lakers are waiting to come out from the locker room, this is a team that has a lot of energy. They're very fast, but Buffalo State a little bit quicker. So Oswego State can slow it down, play more physical, and attack with speed, but also play smart where that you're not giving up too many chances the other way.
So we saw Cedric Hansen come out first. He's going to remain in net for the second period. I actually have not really seen Richer come out yet. We'll see if he's one of the latter guys coming out. I did see third stringer Kozakowski, and now we see Richer coming out right at the end of that. So obviously, definitely not happy with himself, allowing just 3 goals and 10 shots. So really, you want to see if Oswego can help out Hansen right now and keep that at a 3-goal, keep that 3-goal steady for the rest of this game.
Right, if you're Richer, you have a short memory, especially heading into next week, but this is something he's going to remember a little bit in the back of his head, in the sense that it's going to motivate him to play even better next week and really have a good week at practice, as they don't play again until next weekend.
And I was saying before back in our offices that I was very surprised Richer got the start tonight. He played very well last night, but normally if one player plays on Friday, the other plays the next day. So I was very surprised that Hansen didn't start it. But Hansen now in net, and here is Mary's minute for a power play for Oswego as well, as Hayden Ford remains in the box. Moving now is Oswego. Emerson gives it back up to Zyzik. Zyzik holds to Novik. Novik at the blue line. Novik rips a shot, that one wide. Trying to keep it now. Swatted down, and what a keep in there. Oswego can't keep it in now, as a nice clear on the move there was Cole. Chipped up ahead now to Zyzik. Still 20 seconds left in the minute. Cleared away by Buffalo State. 1 minute left in the power play. 15 seconds left in Mary's minute. Moves up now is Novik. Novik loses it. Still in the blue line, and they're going to say it was offsides.
Yeah, and really just a tough performance so far by the Lakers, making it hard on themselves.
We're going to go down to Josh Holseth quick.
Thanks, guys. As you can see here, the crowd is cheering for Mary's minute of the second period. Everyone's loud, supporting, but the Oswego Lakers, they got a lot of work to do. They're undefeated when they score the first goal, but clearly they did not score any goals in the first period. Got a lot of coming back to do, but let's see if they can do it for this Teal game.
Minute over, so we're not able to score in 2 of the 3 Mary's minutes. Now, Mary's minute obviously has been added on after that shot goes right into the legs. But Mary's minute has been going since her, like I said, unfortunate passing added in the last Teal game of last year, in which they won by a score, I believe, 7-2 or 3 last year in that one, or no? Different one in that, as they won 4-2 on my birthday, and Josh Zyzik had a hat trick in that game last year.
A really impressive game, and really an emotional one for Oswego State. That wasn't necessarily, which had a lot of emotion last year between the passing of Coach Gosik's wife, Mary, and they rebounded nicely for him, but he was saying it was it was too much at the forefront for this team where they wanted to just play the game. But again, Mary's minute, just an excellent job by Oswego State here with the cheering.
Brown Wade shoots, and it looks like it was trapped in the left arm of Minch. Big save for him, 6 seconds left on the power play. But yeah, Mary's minute, again, just that unfortunate passing back in June of 2017. Mary's minute was added in that first game of that 2017 win, in which, like I said, Zyzik had the hat trick for the 4-2. But just Mary Gosek was such a big part of this community. Worked for over 3 decades in Oswego, in SUNY, and in the community. And just very big to support, support the Gosick family. And I also, Mary Gosick, before the name change, when she married Ed Gosick, was, and obviously still, but a sister of my professor, Miss Susan de Blasi. Really appreciate her, and obviously losing her sister hurt her deeply, and she is now a big advocate for a lot of the Teal and everything like that. And she is at the tables, giving out the shirts, giving out ribbons, and really, just supporting the fight for ovarian cancer, as, like I said, she lost her sister. Back to the action here. 2 minutes down. Moved up now by Oswego. Here is Broman. Broman tries to body himself in. Broman shot, couldn't get a shot off cleanly, and cleared all the way down.
Really strong back check by guys like Vadim Vazjankin, the sophomore for this Bengal squad, keeps Oswego State off the board.
Sophomore captain too, so like you said, breakout season last year just propelled him into getting that C on the chest. 17.5 left in the second period. Oswego, 2 shots, both of them right in the chest of Minch. Slammed against the boards now. Zyzik tried to clear it away, but it was hit by O'Connor. Now in the neutral zone, and again, neutral zone not able to be won by Oswego as it's stolen. Gets it back. And now a pass over to Tillapane. Loses that one as it goes off the stick. Campbell's able to send it back around. Zyzik gonna touch up, gives it up. Now LeBlanc tries to move up too hard of a pass to Spink. Spink tries to turn around and loses it to Buffalo. Campbell trying to get over there, and now it's just sent through. Will not be an icing there as Hansen touches first. Hansen waits. Novik tries to chip it up to Campbell. Now Novik behind net, he's able to move up. Novik off the glass, gets this to Zyzik. Zyzik drops it, tries to get to LeBlanc a little bit too far. First one there is Button. Campbell able to keep it now. Button has it. Cleared out of the zone as it bounces off the wall. 16-20 left here in the second period. Another big hit. Campbell's laying the shots today, as we saw about one in the first period behind net, and another one now. Stick is broken. Looks like it was Cam Berry's on that. Lead pass over to Scorpio off the boards. Scorpio tried to center it. That one goes off the leg of a defender. Scorpio gets it back, tries to send it through. Couldn't get there. Zach gets it behind net. Zach challenged by Molinaro. They're able to move it up, and a clear by Buffalo State. Moved up now. Great defensive play by Pelnick.
I think they're going to call a hold on Pelnick as he got tied up with the Buffalo State Bengals forward, and that's a good call and really a tough play for the Lakers, who are now going down. Will be down a man yet again. Now Bengals on the power play are 0 for 2 so far with just one shot on goal. So both penalty kills doing an excellent job for either side, limiting any offense, and really for the Bengals, a goal like this could really seal the deal. And it's Nenadol going to the box, not Pelnick.
Penalty not called on Pelnick, so Pelnick must have done something there, but see exactly what Nenadol was called for. It had to be off the puck, because like I said, puck went right to Pelnick as he touched up. So we'll listen for the magical voice in the sky to give us the penalty description. But Nenadol back into it for another 2 minutes. This is already his third penalty of the game. And then roughing, okay. So Nenadol, like I said, must have been off the puck somewhere and called for roughing. Buffalo State's able to send it in. 15 and a half left in this second period. Buffalo State still leads at 3-0.
And that's, I believe, the third penalty for Josh Nenadol, and a player who really prides himself on being such a smart hockey player and a gritty guy, just not making smart hockey decisions like this.
I was going to say another call there is 100% a boarding penalty called. Guerrera's down. It's going to be a boarding penalty called. Trying to see the numbers. Unfortunately, I can't see the way that they're taking him in, but it looks like it's Solo. So we'll go back to the replay here of Solo called. All right, so there was the hit.
And there it is
right there. There it is right there.
That is definitely a boarding again. Solo sees the numbers, and when you see that, you have got to slow down and stop. If anything, try to press the Buffalo State Bengal up against the boards so you can try to just force the puck off him.
Okay, so I thought Solo was called on it, but it's actually number 18, Colin O'Connor, going to the bench, going to the box. So it will be 4-on-4 hockey for 1:26, and with the 34, if no one scores with the remaining 34, it will be a power play for Oswego. Yeah, I'm not sure where that Connor call was on. Again, we'll have to wait for the magical voice in the sky. So it was a cross-check on Connor there. So it must have, again, been off on a side that we weren't looking at. So 4-on-4 hockey, minute 10 left on the penalty against Nenadol. Oswego has it, and they're going to move up with a head of steam now. Pass quick to Gillespie, tried to send through, could not get it cleanly off the stick, and Buffalo State gets it back. Quick moving pass over to Reimers. Reimers has it cleared. Almost, there could have been a late hit called against Gillespie, was not. 45 seconds left in the 4-on-4 and penalty against Nenadol.
And Buffalo State, this kind of favors them in the sense that they have a lot more speed than the Lakers. 4-on-4, they hope to generate some offense here, as there's a lot more space for them to maneuver.
Coming in on the left side now, looking for a chance. Hansen sends that up, and they're going to say it hit the net up top. Will be a stop play and face-off.
Right, and that was Houston, the freshman out of Niagara Falls, New York, playing for the Bengals. Must be a thrill for him as a New York Buffalo native, and really just a tremendous opportunity as he turns on the Jets and fires a hard shot, leads the team in goals with 9 as a freshman, and what a talent he is.
100%, just really finds a chance to move in, and like I said, it scored with 7 seconds left to force an overtime and a tie game against Potsdam for a big point in that one as well. Brown has it behind net with 20 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Brown gets it back. Brown goes through 2 defenders. Leaves it back. Novik can't touch up. Knocked away there, and now just sitting in the neutral zone as Wood tried to touch up. Brown gets it back. 5 seconds left here in the 4-on-4. 4-on-4. Nenadol able to come out. Spink pops back on. Power play. Rips a shot. It's in! Through the 5-hole! What a celebration there is Max
a goal you expect to see given up by Connor Minch as we await the replay. Trickles through the 5-0, and that's a goal that Minch definitely wants back as Max Novik makes his way through the zone, pulls up a shot, and that just surprises Minch, almost handcuffs him, as there was a bit of a screen unintentionally by the Bengals defense. But nonetheless, a much-needed goal for the Lakers, a power play goal, just a couple seconds into it after Netherville returned from the penalty box.
Really worked out. I mean, it really wasn't that rush. It was just Novik was able to make a play through 2 defenders, got open in the middle, and all it was a straight rifle shot right through the legs. That will be counted as a power play goal, like you said. Oswego continues to do well on the power play, even though it really didn't help him too much there, as Novik did all the work moving in. Emerson now on the face-off, won it back. Now that shot right into the glove, and Minch is just going to freeze it.
And this is when Oswego really wants to generate some offense. They're a team that loves to play with the momentum on their side. They generate a lot more speed and hit a lot harder when they had that momentum, and this is when they're going to want to use it.
13:30 left here in this second period. A quick goal by Novik at least puts Oswego on the board as they're down 2. Emerson wins it back. Chance here, gets over to Solo. Solo from the blue line, that one wide. Over to Molinaro. Like I said, Novik 2 goals tonight, another one today. Falls down, still able to keep it alive. Now it's in front, rips a shot. Big save there by Minch as he sends it to the sideboards. Emerson tried to get there, could not, as Buffalo has it equal to net. Couldn't clear as it's hit off, will look maybe the stick or knee. Stolen now, trying to move in. Backhand right in the glove there. Molinaro had a chance, but his backhand went up in the air. Let's send it down to our man, Josh Holfitz.
Thanks, guys. The story of this weekend has been the Pride Night last night and Teal game tonight. But if those 2 things weren't going on, the story of this weekend would be Max Novik. He just had his 3rd goal of the weekend, bringing the Lakers just only down 2, 3-1. He's having an absolutely fantastic weekend, and he's had a fantastic year so far, only getting better as it goes. Fantastic job by Max Novik. Back to you guys.
I don't want to say too many times that we're going to have to send it down to Holship. He's going to say the exact same thing that I am. But good to see that we're all on the same page. That one just wide, looked like Canberry tried to send it through, and they're going to say that it touched the net up top, so face off called. 12:35 left here, 12:37 I should say, left in this second period. Buffalo still up 3-1, but Oswego trying to chip away as we talked about before. Canberry, the first one there after the face-off, tried to send it around, but Zach able to get there. Knocked away and sent around the boards. First one there is Oswego. Kicked down behind the boards now as it's between Zach and Nenadal. Zach has it as he chips it forward. Kept in by Oswego as it's stolen away. Great move now as Brown moves in. Brown tried to center it in front. Couldn't get the center opportunity as it goes behind net. Able to keep it now. Pass a little bit too far. Kept in now is Curry. Curry waits. Curry rips the shot, that one high. Bounces off and top. Scorpio with the backhand. Big leg save there by Minch. Now knocked ahead. Allen's able to get there. Allen knocks the stick out of the player's hand. Stolen in front. Hanson, big save there with the pad. And now it's going to be a 3-on-2 as they move forward. Oswego takes it wide. Carter Allen. LeBlanc sends that one to the corner. LeBlanc gets it back. Has Spink up top. Waited for Campbell. Campbell tries to get it. Rebound opportunity. Nobody there. Knocked down. Falling down now. No call. And now it's finally cleared. Campbell the one to touch up. A lot of hockey being played in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, the crowd wanted a penalty for that hit. It was clean all the way. You know, you see the guy fall like that, think a penalty, but that was definitely a clean play. Good no call by the refs.
Now led in front. Spink had to wait on it. Spink tried for the swim move, but knocked away in a great defensive play. Now sitting there, still pressured against the boards now. Reps this one around net. Campbell's able to keep in. Campbell loses it now. Stolen away, and a good clear there by Connor Zach. 2 Zachs on the team, definitely not related, as one is Z-A-C-K for the last name, the other is Z-A-K. Hear the noise down there as Campbell gets it. 10:45 left in the second period. The ref runs into it now. The ref gave a good opportunity there. Hansen, and it's in. The ref should be immediately taken out there as he caused that entire thing. But Buffalo State able to answer with a goal just a few minutes later there. The goal scored, as it looks to be, a number 26, Braden Doust again.
Yeah, Braden Doust gets his second goal of the night. And it's not much there for the ref to do. The puck shot right into him, and the Lakers just don't have numbers back. They've got 2 guys on 1, and neither of them get onto the puck. That's absolutely unacceptable for the Lakers. Really poor defensive collapse in their own end after generating some momentum early on in the period, unable to hold it. And a great follow-up by Doust, looking for the puck and really jumping on it with that speed that the Bengals hold.
I understand that the refs are obviously part of hockey and they can get in the way, but that was absolutely terrible. Almost another chance. I don't know why Hansen didn't just go on that puck. He tried to send it to the boards and completely whiffed on it. Luckily, no harm, no foul there. Broman gives it back. Moving up now is Pelnick. Pelnick going to send it through. Touch back behind by Minch. Pass rips a shot, that one on the chest of Minch. Rebound opportunity, nobody there. Carter Allen waits, rips a shot. It's in! Carter Allen answers just a few seconds later, and Oswego back only down 2 here. Carter Allen just made a beautiful move, moves in front, and now the defensemen get it going here. Novik the first goal, Allen the second one. 9:58 left here in the second period, and that is exactly what Oswego needed.
Yeah, Carter Allen with a great play and slides to the center point as we wait the replay and cuts in. Again, mishandling the puck is Buffalo State as Oswego picks it up. And right out in the front point, great job pinching down and firing the shot short side, longer side on Minch.
You saw Carter Allen look like he was going to shoot left side, was able to pull back to the middle and got that great lefty shot that Minch was not ready for. So a big answer there. So I guess I'll let the ref go for causing that goal. Carter Allen gets it back as he stays on. Carter Allen whips on the pass there. Carter Allen tries to get it back. Now it's knocked down there as Houston able to get it back. That one's wide. Couldn't clear as Oswego. Finally can. Great pass up to Scorpio. Scorpio with the chance here. Not enough sides. Leaves it back. Waits on it now. Center. Backhand just wide. Great opportunity there as Nenendal tried to answer for the 2 penalties before with the backhand. Put it about a foot wide.
Yeah, impressive play by Nenendal just to accept the pass and get a shot off. As the pass was a little bit behind him, forcing him to spin around and take the shot. Definitely want to try to get that on his forehand as it's a much stronger shot.
Played up to Scorpio now, comes in on the left side board. Leaves it back for Novik, can't get to it, now cleared. Campbell's able to get there, sends it all the way through. And now Campbell waits on it, bounces that one off and a good clear. Nenendal tried to hit it at center ice. Missed that one. Now is Buffalo State player Butcher. Bouncing over, about 5 feet wide of Hansen. First one there is Wood. Cleared away by Oswego, and they're able to come up with it now. Zizek leaves it behind him. Zizek loses his stick through the legs of the defender in front of him. Back is Wood. Hansen got big there and a great play. Spink now has it. Spink with an odd man advantage. Oh, what a lead pass to LeBlanc. And they're going to call it offside. We're going to go down to our man, Josh Holson.
Thanks, guys. The first period, very much Buff State, but this period's a different story. Very back and forth. It's been a great one. Buff State, the guy that scored again, number 26, Brandon, fantastic job. And then the defense for Oswego. Carter Allen coming in with that second goal. No scoring from any of the forwards in Oswego yet. It's been all the defense with Max Novik and Carter Allen, the only 2 players with goals tonight. Let's see if the forwards can come through with some more. Back to you.
Buffalo tries to move in. Solo somehow ends up with the puck. He passes behind. Spink tried to center it. No one there as it was all Buffalo State in front. Back to it now is Solo. Solo passes this one up to Spink. Spink chips it through. Quick change here. Solo comes off. Curry back on. Still down low. Able to keep in here is LeBlanc. Now able to keep in is Pelnick at the blue line. Pelnick with a hard shot. That one wide. Curry able to keep in. Curry sends it down low. Now behind net here. LeBlanc gets ridden down. Try to keep in there was Broman as he does, and it just skirts out. Broman's able to move in now. 3-on-3, Broman has 2 defenders pinch in on him. Good defense by them. Not a lucky bounce there. Carter Allen was going to pursue, instead had to play back. And Curry's the first one there. 7 minutes remaining here. 4-2. Buffalo leads over the Lakers. Hard pass up to Pissarro. Pissarro tries to get there. First one over there is O'Connor. Forward in the corner now. Bouncing puck around. Buffalo State finally able to get there. Broman was first able to steal it, but taken back by Buffalo. Moved in, a big hit there on Zach. Now moving off sides right there as it's carried in. And a good call as Tullipane moved just a little bit too fast.
Oswego State trying to clog up the neutral zone for Buffalo State. A really fast team, as I've said countless times tonight. And Oswego State doing a good job doing so. A really good job playing a bit of a trap and forcing Buffalo State to toss the puck in and get it in deep and not carry it through the neutral zone and into the Oswego State end. Something so important for a team trying to get back into the action and hop on the puck.
And that quick clap there was just in, obviously, for the Teal game there. Anyone that has been plagued, whether family member or themselves, by this very unfortunate cancer, obviously just keep helping people. And the reason it is Teal, as I found out, is Tell Every Amazing Lady. That is the acronym, and that is why Teal is there. So make sure that people know the signs and symptoms of ovarian cancer. And if anybody wants to, look, donate anything, go to hopeforheather.org, where you can donate and see a lot of upstate events going on to fund ovarian cancer research and awareness. Back to the action here, 5:55 left in the second period. Oswego still down 2 with the puck just behind net. Tried to center it there and stolen away. Good play by Colley. Colley's able to move up now. Challenges center ice, and he's just going to throw down. Quick switch for Buffalo. Hansen comes out of his net and plays it over to Novick. That one goes past. Camberry waits on it in front of his bench, and then re-grabbed and taken back by Butcher. Tried to chip forward right in the chest of Novick. He's able to grab it. Novick leads up to Berry. Berry with the head of steam. Berry tries to move in with the backhand, couldn't get a good angle. Berry now double teams. Trying to keep in and could not there. Novick still back as Novick waits for his team to get back on sides. Berry able to get it at the blue line. Berry pushed into the boards. Berry challenged again. Big hit by Berry. Now centered, and looks like to be a shot pass right in the glove of Minch. He decides to free the puck. 5 minutes left here in the second period.
And Berry's been very active on that last shift. A couple of big body checks, and of course doing a really good job on that fourth check, trying to get something going for his team that's down 2 goals, as you said before, Brandon. Just 5 minutes left in the second period. A period that's been very back and forth, as Josh mentioned earlier on, but Oswego State definitely will take this one after that first period.
McMillan and Solo, the one to get to it. McMillan able to keep in, and now knocked out through the skates of Wood. McMillan gets back to it. Tackle over there, no call. Behind net now. Pissarro able to create a little bit of havoc on O'Connor. Oswego trying to get it back now as it's behind net. Kicked forward, and they're going to call a trip there as it looked to be incidental, just really tripping. It's now a power play for Buffalo State. Obviously not what Oswego wanted. The trip going to be called against number 16, Michael Gillespie.
Yeah, and that's a call that, it was definitely a trip, but was it the most blatant and most crucial call? I don't know. Referee is definitely calling this game a lot tighter than we saw last night, where they let a couple of things go, whether it be the physicality or whether it be the extracurriculars like you saw just there. But again, Oswego State going back on the penalty kill, something they've done very well so far tonight, killing, I believe, all of the penalties that they've taken, and of course generating some power plays for themselves on the PK with a couple 4-on-4s.
We'll see if they're able to kill it off here. 4:25 left. Rips the shot, that one wide. That shot was by O'Connor and cleared out by Oswego. Waits on it now. Behind net is O'Connor. O'Connor alongside Guerrera and Zach. O'Connor the one to take up. O'Connor hit hard! Carter Allen's been laying the boom the last 4 or 5 games, and that was just another example. Carter Allen tried it again. O'Connor was able to miss it. Now tried another pass in front. Nenendal, if he was able to get there, may have had a clean look going all the way coast to coast. Instead, Buffalo State's able to keep it. O'Connor has it at the blue line. Cross ice now. Wood over to Guerrero. Guerrero wide. That one rolls up the net. Sitting on the net, and whistle there as the refs are going to call it, like I said, sitting on that net. 3:35 left, minute 03 left in the power play for Buffalo State.
And as you said, Brandon, Carter Allen, very physical, especially this weekend, as we wait for a replay. Had a couple last night against Fredonia, was very, very active and very noticeable, as we see again another hit for Carter Allen. As you see the big hit there in the neutral zone. Good job standing up to the Bengals and forcing them out of the zone, or not even getting into the zone on that rush.
Carter Allen, like I said, the last 4 games has really just been laying down the boom and doing exactly what he has to do as that first line defenseman. He comes off now as Campbell and Novick, the 2 defensemen on, alongside Emerson and Molinaro, them 4 the penalty killers with 45 seconds left in the penalty. Take it in now. Oh, what a hit by Campbell after he knocked the puck away, and then a clear by him as well. Campbell did all 3 there. Disrupted the play, big hit, and then cleared the puck all the way down. We move to 3 minutes remaining in the second period. 25 seconds left in the power play as well for Buffalo State, as they are up 4-2 over the Lakers. Passed in there. Campbell able to clear again. No, Campbell not able to clear as it's kept in there by Husted. Kept at the blue line now. 10 seconds left on the power play. This one sent all the way around the boards. Campbell's going to play it behind net. Husted trying to get there. Scorpio has it. 3 seconds left. Scorpio is challenged from behind, and both of them fall down. Again, another no call. But a good penalty kill by Oswego. 2:25 left. This one pass goes right off the skate to himself, his collie. Outside is Wood. Wood on the left side. Puck still free. Tipped to himself, and now moving pass right in the hand there. Isaac was the intended target. Button able to knock it down now right in front of Oswego's bench. Spink ends up with it. Spink chips it up to himself. 2 minutes left in the second period. Spink tried for a little bit of a hit. Kept in now behind net. Spink gets it back. Spink waiting. Changes directions now. Spink leaves it up. No one's in the middle of the ice right now. Rips a shot. That one big block off of Wood. Now if they would have pressed up, would have been a 3-on-2. Wood waits. Solo. Great play there to knock him off. And now Isaac chips it forward. Knocked down there in a quick switch. Zach, the first one there. Zach, the one to come up, challenged by Brown. Brown playing great defense as Molinaro comes up with it. Molinaro tries to move in. Molinaro tried to center it, couldn't get there. Allen didn't like the look. Curry didn't like the look. Curry tried to center, it goes off a stick. 1:10 left in the second period. Oswego trying to get an exclamation point on this period. They already got 2 goals here. Allen has it, puts it behind net. Now in front, backhand opportunity, and the legs closed for Minch there. Sent up in the air and a good clear. 50 seconds remaining in the second period. Buffalo still up 4-2. Clear by Oswego. Pissarro couldn't get there in time. Oswego gets it back now as it's moved up. 40 seconds left. Moved in and offsides as Curry tried to get it to Broman, but the captain Vizjonkin right there to stop the puck movement.
Yeah, really strong effort by the Lakers penalty kill. Quite possibly the best one of the game so far. Even generated a lot of momentum as well. And now they're looking to create something in these next couple of shifts. And Buffalo State doing a good job keeping their shift short. You're protecting a 2-goal lead. You do not want to get tired legs out there, especially when there's a longer change in the second period.
Pissarro now behind net. Played by Buffalo State. 25 seconds left in the period. Tried a far pass right in front of Buffalo State's bench. Didn't work out there. Now Oswego's going to move up with 20 seconds. Taken in slow. Tried to center it, taken back. Lost it at first, and now re-grabbed is Reimers. Reimers move up. Reimers couldn't have a 2-on-1 as he was denied. Shot it, it's in! Another goal by Buffalo State as Hansen didn't even see the shot come in. I couldn't even see who the shot was either. That was just, again, a lot of moving parts there, and it looks like Zach Reimers, as he was the one to take in, just found the puck and shot it quick. 3-goal lead back for Buffalo, just 8 seconds left.
And that's really a tough goal, that one that Hansen's going to want back. As you see him coming in, one Laker misses, another one misses. There's 3 guys on him. How is no one taking the puck off him? Just slides it all the way along the ice, 5 on Hansen. That's a save he's got to make, but when you have 3 Lakers defenders right within 5 feet of the puck carrier, you need to get the puck knocked off him. I mean, just a really poor play by the Lakers defense and a really bad ending to a second period that was, I would say, was almost a win for the Lakers up until that point.
Yeah. He played well, and obviously, like I said, the referee was pretty much the main reason that Buffalo State scored their 4th goal. This one was just great play. Great play by Reamer, was able to get past 2 and even 3 defenders, and a backhand that just Hansen had no idea was coming in. So 2 goals for Oswego in the period, and 2 goals to answer by Buffalo State as they are up 3 now, 5-2 with only 20 minutes left to play.
And again, just really an impressive way for the Bengals to end this period. They're a team that's protecting that lead, and with the coaching staff, they want to keep those line changes short. You want to keep it short and simple, dump the puck in, keep it out of your zone, and they did that to a T the last couple shifts of this period.
Now, is there anything that Oswego is, well, actually, never mind. I'll come back to you as we get back, but we are going to go to break here at Hockey Night in Oswego on WTOP 10 as Buffalo State leads it 5-2.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
I wouldn't use this one.
He helps me with my decision making.
Never.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
And then she was like, yeah, and I was like, no. And then she was like, yeah, and I was like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what?
Ryan just texted me.
Oh my god, what did he say?
Netflix and chill?
Netflix and chill, that's like so last year. It's all about WTOP movies on demand and chill.
You are so right.
Yo, bro, what's wrong?
Yo, bro. My girl left me, bro.
But why?
Because I don't watch WTOP 10 movies on demand.
And welcome back to the Morano Campus Center. This is Hockey Night in Oswego as the Buffalo State Bengals are currently beating the Oswego State Lakers 5-2. And welcome to the second intermission report. Luke Owens, Mike Morano, Brian Rudman back here. And guys, this has been a really back and forth period. What did you guys see out of these two teams?
Yeah, we've had a lot of action this period. 4 goals scored between the two, and I think that last goal was a tough one for Oswego State to swallow, because instead of being down 2 goals, you're down 3 once again. It's another mountain. So Oswego got on the board first, and Max Novick just stays hot. 2 goals last night and another goal today, as we're going to take a look at the replay shortly here. And Oswego's gotten a lot of action from the point, and here they go coast to coast. They do that better than a lot of D3 hockey clubs. They have that speed, and Novick, a nice little dangle, goes back, and a great goal to get past by Max Novick. A great individual effort there for the Lakers as we get another look at it.
Yeah, now, so take a look at that one. You know, Oswego just came back really good there, trying to get the momentum back, and Buffalo State automatically just counters it and comes back up to 4-1 as we see it here again, trying to clear the puck. I believe this is Oswego's goal over here now, because they're trying to get back into it again. Off the rebound, and then Oswego just put it again at a one-timer, getting off the rebound, putting it back out, and now making 4-2. And then this is where the toughest goal comes to play. Time winding down in the second period. Remmers taking off a couple defenders, and a backhand goes right through Hansen. I don't believe Hansen knew where that puck was going. It was just bad miscommunication and just didn't see it going right past him.
All right, so we've seen a goalie change early in the first period, but Hansen still gave up 2 goals in that period. What did you guys think of the move, and what do you think they should do going forward?
I think it was the right call. Riche looked a little bit out of place at times, but Hansen, as we saw in that last goal, he just looked like he didn't know exactly where he was in between the pipes. And Hansen actually did start the last time these two teams met, only allowed 1 goal on 20 shots, but he's already allowed 2 goals in the second period, and it really leaves Coach Gosick searching for answers.
Yeah, again, early in that game, you have to pull Riche there. Gave up 3 goals early in the first period. You had no other choice but to put Hansen in. Hansen did have a sloppy goal kind of come past him there. I guess all you have to do is just kind of shake it off. And, you know, right now Hansen's been playing good besides that last goal.
Definitely. It's also been a very physical period, and we saw the guys getting very physical, a little chippy there. What did you guys think about the physicality in that period?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like these two SUNYAC rivals like each other very much. And I thought in the first period, Oswego was maybe a little bit too aggressive with the hits. My friend Matt in the booth there was saying, you know, they might have been out of place for a couple of plays, but I think they had the right amount of hitting and try to get the crowd involved here as these hits. I mean, behind the net, a big lay there by Travis Broman. He's been aggressive all day long, and it's just been an aggressive tale for the Lakers, especially in the second period. They're trying to get the crowd involved, maybe trying to get themselves a little pumped up.
Yeah, physicality is definitely a factor here. Becerra called it first with them going to come out right, you know, and just come out physical. And it seems like Oswego's taking some of their anger out on each other, on the Buffalo State Bengals here, taking their frustrations out because, you know, as we're seeing through these first 2 periods, it's just not going their way.
Definitely. So, guys, what do you think Oswego needs to do in order to change what's going on today?
I think they've got to stay physical, keep that physicality up, but you want to do it smartly because, once again, it's a 3-goal deficit that they need to climb out of, and that's not going to be done in 30 seconds. They've got to get in there. They've got to score early, especially now going towards the student section. You know they're going to be angsty for a goal to be scored early on.
We saw it there. They did score a lot. They scored another 2 times in this period. Goaltending just has to be great. Goaltending just cannot give up anymore because they're trying to inch their way back up, and the last thing they need is another goal to be given up, especially that late in the game. So I think goaltending needs to be solid here, and they need to just play off and just ride the momentum going into this 3rd period.
Definitely. So Max Novick, 3rd goal on the weekend. Is he the hot hand you think they should try and go with?
Yeah, and it's actually been a little bit of a different look for Oswego tonight, and also last night they've wanted to work down from the point, and Novick and then Carter Allen, they're not a lot of scoring from their forwards, but their defensemen have done a great job. If you get the puck towards the net, there's going to be deflections. Obviously, those 2 goals weren't deflected, but right place, right time for the defensemen.
Yeah, like you said before, these are you have to, you know, just play the hot hand. If they're working, put them on the ice, especially in a 3-0 deficit. You know, you want to put your guys out that you know can perform right at this moment. So you got to just play the hot hand in this 3rd period.
All right, so what's your message that you want to send to your team if you're Ed Gosick right now?
You've got to find a way to get to Connor Minch. He hasn't had a great season in net for the Bengals, but you've got to find a way to get to him, get in his head, and that starts with an early goal.
I would say don't give up just yet. I know this second period is very disheartening, and I know that you know they scored 2 goals, and it just Buffalo State was just right there to counteract. Don't give up. Just keep pressing. They're bound to go in and get to the goalie's head.
Excellent. So now we're going to send it down to Josh Holfith, who interviewed an Oswego player after the period.
All right. Thanks, guys. We're here with Cam Berry, one of the captains of the Oswego State Lakers. Now, you guys, real hard-fought period, but you're not used to going into the 3rd period down 3. What are you going to do to change?
Well, we think that we had a solid second period. We a few bounces didn't go our way, but we had to settle down in our own D zone. And I think that we have the confidence to go back in there and just play our game and score a few and really get back in it.
Awesome. And you haven't played much this season, been struggling with some injuries. How does it feel to be back playing again in a game like the Teal game with so much meaning?
Yeah, it really means a lot. I mean, every year I really look forward to this game, so the fact that I'm back and I'm able to play, it really just means a lot to me.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Cam.
Thanks, Josh.
Back to you guys.
So you guys heard it. You guys heard Berry say it himself. He thought they had a pretty good period. We'll see if they can turn that around. We're going to take a break. Second intermission report. Bengals leading the Lakers 5-2. We'll be back.
Many medicines used to treat colds and flu contain acetaminophen, a pain reliever and fever reducer found in hundreds of over-the-counter and prescription medicines. But taking too much or more than one medication containing acetaminophen per day can damage your liver. So always read the label and don't take acetaminophen if you drink 3 or more alcoholic drinks every day. To learn more, visit fda.gov/OTC pain info. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Food and Drug Administration.
This job looks perfect. It says you need a high school diploma. You got one of those, right?
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
I got that.
Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
WTOP10 Hockey Night in Oswego as Sweet Caroline has started here in the Morano Campus Center. As happy as the Lakers fans can be right now, being down 5-2. So Matt, what exactly did you take from that second period?
No, I thought the Lakers really stepped up their game, and they finally figured out that neutral zone trap that the Bengals were playing throughout that first period and into the second, something Cole Parge from the NYO stream was talking about with me. And the Lakers, they found their speed a little bit, they found their legs, and maintained control of the puck a lot better, but a couple bad bounces didn't go their way, and the Bengals maintained a 3-goal lead.
That's what I was saying before, and what Cam Berry said before. Very unfortunate bounce, goes off the shoulder of the ref, counts as a goal, and another one. Two moves in, bum, bum, bum. 2 moves in right there, and just able to get a nice backhand, and just Hansen wasn't ready for it. So definitely those bounces not helping. But right now, Hansen needs a lot of help on the defensive side. They're really going to have to keep advancing on the forecheck, start moving the puck a little bit more, and getting opportunities in the middle. A lot of times in the middle of the in the middle, there's really no one there. There's a lot of defenders helping out Minch, and he's only really seeing outside shots. So right now, I want to see Oswego pinching the middle, trying to get Minch as uncomfortable as possible in these last 20 minutes.
Right, and talking about that middle frame, Oswego did a really good job in terms of limiting Buffalo State's shots. Only 5 on the period as we take a look at the full screen stats from the first 2 periods. Oswego much better here, dominating play with 10 shots, but again, the only stats that really matter is that first one, the goals, and also a little bit of the third one with the power plays. Oswego State 1 for 3. Buffalo State's penalty kills struggled, went 2 for 4 last night at SUNY Cortland, and Oswego State needs to get a power play and try to capitalize early on in this period. You want to get 1 goal within the first 5 minutes to cut the lead to 2, and that's really the best start that the Lakers could ask for as they're going into the third down 3.
Now, what exactly do the Lakers need to do to win this game? Down 3 with 20 minutes left.
Right now, the stars need to come out for the Lakers. They haven't done that. Devin Campbell, -3. Anthony Pissarro, -2. Max Novik, -3. Plus minus is a finicky stat.
Right.
But it holds true. They have not played well. When they're on the ice, the Oswego Lakers do not have the puck. It's in their own end, and it's in the back of their net. And right now, those guys need to step up, play better. Anthony Pissarro against his former team had a good performance back in Buffalo in November, but the rest of this team needs to come together and generate a lot more offense.
Now, last year, Teal game was a big win, 4-2. How heartbreaking would it be for a lot of these Lakers, a lot of the Lakers fans, the teams, everything, if they were to lose today?
It's just deflating, and it's a shame because the atmosphere is just so incredible. It's so loud to start each period with Mary's Minute. The crowd is on the edge of their seat. It's only the second game back for a lot of these students who are gone on winter break, and they want to see another win. They want to see this team battle back. And right now, I think the thing that's on the forefront of the Lakers' mind is when you lose this game, you're really kissing away that 1 seed in the SUNYAC tournament, something that they were able to hold last year and want to hold again.
Now, the only thing that really does help them with that first seed is that Geneseo is in an out-of-conference game right now. So luckily, they can't really get any points tonight. So even if they were to lose, they'd still only be down 3 with 4 games left, and one of them being Geneseo next weekend. But as I said, teal game, we all got the shirts, got the ribbons today, and if you want to help in the fight against ovarian cancer, please go to hopeforheather.org and for any ways to support, including a lot of events going on, and just, to support just to support as best you can with donations. Make sure you go to hopeforheather.org to obviously help with the both awareness of this disease, but also the research. When we come back here at the Teal Gate, we will bring you the last 20 minutes of action as the Bengals lead it 5-2 here in the Marano Campus Center on WTOP 10 Hockey Night in Oswego.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but
here.
you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
So good to see you guys.
So, what's up?
We finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Is it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Hello and welcome back here to WTOP 10. Brandon Ash joined here by Matt Watling. So this game has been very interesting to say the least. A lot of hits, a lot of really just pressure on a lot of these teams. But right now, Buffalo is playing well up 5-2.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job. You see Connor Minch, a big part of that, especially in that second period. Did give up 2 goals, but makes 8 saves, and they were crucial ones. He's not getting tested a lot, but you see it usually with the Oswego State goaltenders, with guys like Riche and Hansen. They're not tested a lot, but they're making the stops that they need to make. And right now, you see Connor Minch doing a great job of that, dating back to last year. A guy like Ian Silvas did incredible for the Buffalo State Bengals in net. He's playing a lot like him.
Back to the action. Mary's minute is on here. Buffalo State wins the faceoff. They're going to send it all the way through. First one to touch up is Allen. Send it to Curry behind net. Now here you see the Mary chance as well. Everyone on their feet. People really want to score here. 20 seconds down. Spink rips a shot, that one high and wide. Wood can't clear, and he does actually as it goes over the stick of Allen. Curry gives it right back. Bounce a little bit wide as Isaac. Spink can't get to it. Played there by Simons and now kept over by O'Connor. 15 seconds left here in this last Mary's minute of 2018 to 2019. Touched up now.
Right, and earlier on when you saw the puck bounce over Carter Allen's stick, he was about to go into pinch at the half wall on the far side of the boards and had to retreat. due to a really tough play in which the Buffalo State speed comes in and forces him back to retreat, and Bengals get an easy clear. Oswego's got to be faster on those loose pucks if they want to have an opportunity to create extended pressure. And now we have a Buffalo State Bengal in the box for what I believe was a holding call to Reed Bibb, the third line forward out of Maryland. So again, the Lakers looking to generate some offense on the power play for the second time tonight.
So, and actually the ref just said he messed up by blowing the whistle that was touched by Oswego. So very weird there. But Mary's minute was still 8 seconds left, and now the power play is on. Up top now is Gillespie. Mary's minute is over. Gillespie has it on the right side. Tried to center it too fast for Spink. Oswego's able to keep it now as it goes off the body. LeBlanc there. Able to keep it again, and now kept it on the blue line. Gillespie sets up. Gillespie can't get that one past the leg there. Great defensive play by John Colley, but it's kept back in by Gillespie. To the opposite side, Novick holds. Novick rips a shot, that one just wide. Everyone's really ready to explode right now. Gillespie back to Spink. 1:20 left on the power play for Oswego. Novick has it at the blue line. Now moving in is Gillespie. Gillespie down low. Tried for the centering pass, goes right off the leg of Button. Didn't even know that he made what may have been a very crucial defensive play. Hansen plays it back now in his own zone. 1 minute remaining here in the penalty.
Oswego State's got to get their feet moving on this power play. They've been stagnant. You saw that. Trying to get the back toward Isaac, unable to do so because they're not moving. They're not spreading the Buffalo State defense, and it's making it a lot tougher to generate offense on this power play.
Moving up now is Molinaro. Molinaro gives it over. Wrapped around net here is Emerson. Pissarro lets it go past him as Curry takes in at the blue line. Up top, Curry gets it back. Other side now is Pissarro. Pissarro waits. Down low, tried to feed it in there was Molinaro. It's in! Molinaro with the goal! 17:40 left, and Oswego back within 2. Molinaro found maybe the smallest amount of space past Mitch, but it doesn't matter how small it is as long as it goes in. Oswego back within 2.
And this was the best case scenario for the Lakers as Molinaro gets his 4th goal against the Bengals in his last 2 games. 3rd on the power play. As we see the replay, he cuts down low and a lot of movement on this, and just beyond the skate, and actually Minch kicks it in. His skate has got to be on the post a lot stronger as he leaves a little bit of space in there, and a goal. He wants that back, as that's just a positional error on his part.
And as the all your fault chant goes right now. But yeah, I did not know that was in. Molinaro had a very tough angle, but threw it right off of the back skate of Minch, and Minch knocked it in himself. Kept into the blue line now. Oswego only down to 17-15. Tried to center that one. LeBlanc can't keep it, and Curry's too far off. Another power play goal as well for Oswego, doing very well on the power play. Poked away now by Molinaro, but Buffalo's able to clear. This one sent through and held up. Up top was Reimers. Good play by Curry, and now played behind net now. Bounces this pass off to Emerson. Emerson tried to send it forward, couldn't get there. Touch back up is Brown, now behind net here is the Bengals, and moved up by O'Connor. O'Connor's able to clear. Kept up the center now is Allen. Loses that one, and now a one-on-one as it's moved in here by Edgar. Edgar forced wide. Hansen, still an opportunity, couldn't put the rebound shot on, was Edgar. What the heck happened there between Allen and Hansen? Hansen actually lost his right side glove along with the stick. He's able to put it back on. No harm, no foul there.
Novick doing a really good job lifting the stick of Edgar, and does a really incredible job saving the goal for the Oswego State Lakers.
Nenendal passes up to himself, plays it on the backboards now. Another time the ref has it go off of his leg as Scorpio tried to pass it back. This entire crowd is yelling at the refs right now. They have been in a lot of crucial areas and getting hit with pucks tonight. Pass this one up to Nenendal. Nenendal moves and now leaves it behind him. He tries to rake it forward. Stays on the sideboard now. Nenendal still trying to play it up. Stolen away and taken up here is Zach. Connor Zach has it taken away from him. Nenendal tries to pass that one forward. Moved in now. Canberry streaks on the side. That one goes off the leg of Minch. Scorpio was the one moving up. Scorpio now able to rake it forward. A trip there, and the ref wasn't even looking. How did both refs not see it in the back? Canberry was definitely tripped. These refs are missing a lot of things right now, and they are not helping Oswego at all. Canberry now able to get it back. 15-15 left in this third period. Raked all the way up, and a good clear there by Buffalo. And now Pelnick going to take up. Pelnick, head of steam. Pelnick goes around net. Tries to center it, nobody was there. Clear by Buffalo State now. 5 minutes gone in the period. Taken up now is Gillespie. Gillespie waits. That one goes right up the leg. Rebound opportunity just high. Another rebound opportunity in front. Couldn't get there now. McMillan has it at the blue line. He waits. Down low, tried to rip a shot. Defended off nicely there by it looked to be Zach. Now waiting at the blue line. Fakes that one. Back to Pelnick. Pelnick first a shot. That one wide. Gillespie gets it back. Over to Pelnick as he bounces it off the wall. Pelnick at the blue line. Sends this one around board to Pissarro behind net. Broman waited on it. And then Carter Allen was switching off with Pelnick, and Carter Allen was not there. Feeds to Pissarro just wide. Buffalo gets it back, and now unaccounted for, moves in. Wood, hard shot, that one way wide. And looks like it goes up and over. It goes into the crowd on the left side. We'll go to a replay here to show that aggressive hit. Coming in right here, and now we're going to move in right in front. Hansen gets knocked down, but a beautiful stick lift as you don't see it, unfortunately, but Reimers had an easy rebound opportunity that he couldn't put a stick on while Hansen had his back right to the ice. Lead pass over to Spink, could have been an offsides. LeBlanc loses that one. Now stick is on the ground. Let's go Lakers chant rises up as Guerrera moves in. Hansen leaves a rebound opportunity. Great defensive play as it's cleared away from him.
Yeah, and a big rebound by Hansen, left right in the middle of the ice. A good job by the Lakers defense picking up that puck, as that could have been a grade A chance.
Moved up now, and now a 3-on-2. Leads to the outside and misplayed the puck. Right back to the blue line though. Rips a shot off the pads of Minch. The stick is still sitting over there. Off the sideboards now. Waits on as it gets sent up in the air. Kept in, great play. Now Spink in front. Spink couldn't get that one behind net. Opportunities to play behind net. Spink falls down over the net. LeBlanc is still there, and he's able to keep in. Curry missteps and unfortunately loses that one. Solo now has it in the neutral zone. Solo's going to move in now. Solo on the right side. Solo hard angle shot right into the chest, and a good save by Minch.
But Solo, the Merrimack College transfer, played D1 hockey for 2 seasons, only played 13 games in his career with them, was a -4, and in his first game he looked really solid, wasn't making many mistakes at all, was unnoticeable, and that's a good thing for a defenseman. But he's a guy that you expect to see more, whether it be on the stat sheet or have us in the booth calling his name, as he's a puck-moving defenseman and a guy that likes to make plays offensively.
Oswego wins it. Solo and a big save by Minch. Had a lot of players in front, and now a hand pass call, as it should be. And they're going to do another face-off on the far circle.
All right, Oswego trying to create a lot of pressure, a lot of play in the Bengals' end, but you've got to get more traffic in front of Minch, make him get down in the butterfly, make it hard for him to see, because as you saw last night with the 6'6" Eric Bogart, he was screened on 2 or 3 of the Oswego State goals.
Face-off. Won by particularly no one, but Oswego gets it. That one knocked down. Pelnick able to send it back around. Brown plays behind net. He's held up there. Buffalo gets it back. Oh, that was almost a big steal, but unfortunately couldn't get a stick on it. Now Solo again misses it, but he's able to re-get it. Now Pelnick has to turn directions. Gives it up to Solo. Solo moving pass over to Molinaro. Goes past Molinaro. Played behind net now. 2 players there. And behind net. Tried to get over to that puck, couldn't steal it unfortunately. Now waits on the play. Moved in here is Serta. Serta loses that one and goes outside. Now Broman makes a nice move, and it's going to be a 4-on-3. Moves up now Broman. Broman loses that one. Great defensive play as it's sent all the way through by Novick. Goes around the boards, and now Solo's going to try to pressure here. Still played behind net now, and that was Pissarro actually, excuse me. Cleared all the way down. Now finally the ref is able to tuck out of the way before it hits him. Novick with the puck. 11:50 left here in this third period. Oswego still down 2 to Buffalo State. And as Broman was coming down, whoa, there was no reason to grab Broman there. That was, I mean, I understand coming in, but Button had no reason to touch
You ice the
Burrow.
goaltender with the shortstop, and that's something that 9 times out of 10 when you do that, you're going to get a pushing and shoving. That's just the nature of this very physical game.
Yeah.
You know, you got to let the guys play. You got to let the physicality, as it is a big part of this game, and no harm, no foul done.
So we'll see
and we
right
have the
here.
replay here. As you know, he's right up in the goaltender's face. It's something small, but for Troy Button, you want to protect your goaltender, protect the crease, and make him comfortable. And he, Broman sprayed the goaltender, as I said earlier, and when you do that, you're going to get a little push.
Oh, another hard hit there. And if I told you who it was, would you doubt it that it was in fact Carter Allen again? Carter Allen, the 6-foot defenseman, and just laying hits. Now center, and it looks like there is a man Guerrero wide open, could have had an easy look, couldn't get the puck though. Now in front, now Oswego the first one there. Bounce pass off over to Scorpio. Scorpio again with the ref there. Knocked down, and now Curry's gonna try to move in. Curry on the right side, loses it at first. Now Curry's able to kick it to himself. Again, no one's in the middle trying to get rebound opportunities or at least get a pass in front. Now hard angle shot, tripped down and couldn't. It looked like he whiffed on it actually. Now moving up here, great defensive play there by Allen to cut off the lane for Buffalo State. And now Zizek has it. Zizek with a hard angle shot right in the chest. Not really hard angle, but just far away in that close circle, and really just right in the chest of Minch for an easy save.
Right, looked like they were towards the end of their shift there. Didn't have the legs with them as Zizek played a lot of minutes tonight as the top line might even get double shifted here, trying to create something with just 10:42 left in this game. Oswego's got to score soon.
One by Zizek. Spink tries to take up. Kicked over to McMillan. McMillan at the blue line. McMillan has his one knocked down. Now knocked over to himself is Spink. Spink tried to center it. Almost an own goal there as it goes off the stick of the captain, Vizjankin, right in front. Now Buffalo tries to move in. Stolen back now. Moving pass, and now a 2-on-2 is there going to take it. LeBlanc goes to the right side. Hard ankle shot right into the back. And now pushed just a little bit late into the net. Looked like it was either Zizek or, yeah, I believe that it was Zizek who got pushed into the net and bent a little bit back. Seems to be okay.
Yep, LeBlanc on that play. Looking to get a rebound off of Minch, but the goaltender does a good job covering the elevated puck in his gear. And for Oswego State, you want to drive wide and make sure, as you say, Brandon, a couple times in this broadcast, have someone crash in the net. Have someone in that center lane to make it difficult, and to cause a little bit of confusion for the Bengals.
Campbell's able to keep it. Now played down low by Brown and Molinaro. Brown is able to get it behind net. Brown tries for the wraparound, left the puck there. Little wraparound, and it's in! A goal right there for the rebound opportunity. And Oswego comes back within one here. The goal celebrated by number 19, Joseph Molinaro. Second goal for him tonight.
Joey Molinaro loves to play against Buffalo State. His 5th of the season against them, 2nd of the period, and he's been all over that. He's very noticeable today. As you see here, one wraparound, gets behind the net, and everyone caught puck watching was the Bengals. No one took a count for Molinaro, who sort of slides it back around the far side and the weak side, and a really good job by Molinaro to stay behind the net, stay close to the net, and pick up the loose puck.
Molinaro's going to have to buy Minch's skates because that's the 2 reasons he scored. First one went off the left skate, second one went off the right skate. Now moving in, no one in front there is the wide shot. Stolen away by the Lakers now, so 9:40 left and only down 1. Still a chance as they are +2. Now a great lead pass for Broman. Broman moves in. Could he get the rebound opportunity? Broman can put a stick on it. Cycling now here. Nova grips a shot. That one right in the glove. Looks like it was going high.
Yeah, it looks like the Lakers have got their step back. They're just 1/2 step faster than the Bengals these last couple of shifts. You saw it with LeBlanc earlier on. You saw it on the Molinaro goal. And now you see it again with Broman. And the crowd is buzzing out here, expecting another goal shortly after the Molinaro one. And this is when Oswego typically really starts to generate a lot of their momentum after scoring that first goal. Those next 2 or 3 shifts, Buffalo State needs to weather this storm if they want a shot at maintaining this lead.
Buffalo is able to clear, knocked down by Curry, sent in now by the captain, Vizjankin. Oh, it was Emerson on the goal. Okay, so it was Mitch Emerson, not Molinaro on that one. just trying to see there. Yeah, it looked like I saw the 9, thought I saw the 1. I guess not, but Emerson on the goal now, so we'll take that away from Molinaro. Only 1 goal for him. Emerson now with 2. Moving in and offsides there as Wood was too far across.
And a good job by Tyler Curry stopping the Bengals rush at the blue line. And when you do that, when you stop the puck carrier that close to the blue line, those far skaters don't have enough time to stop, and they're going to force them offside here. 8:48 left in the third. Oswego State needs to start generating more offense as they did earlier on with that 4th line.
Have been doing well. Scored in 5 minutes both times. We'll check a replay here as it stopped there as the offsides. And Allen trying to play a little bit of enforcer as he's done all game, having a lot of hits. The ref is standing there. There you go, ref. Get out of the way. Smart enough play. Knocked down right through the crease. Pass over to Simons. Up in the air. Buffalo with a chance to clear. In the center now. This one over to Butcher. Butcher, the first goal scorer. Now a huge hit by Pelnick. Ref jumps over that one, and now a 2-on-2 as it's moved in by Molinaro. Leaves it back for Emerson. Other side, Pelnick! Oh, Pelnick, what a great pass and right through the crease, and Molinaro couldn't put a stick on it. Molinaro gets it back now. Gives it up to Broman. Broman rips a shot. That one deflected in front by O'Connor. Kept in, now wrapped around. Picero's going to play it behind net. Couldn't get a stick on it as his was lifted. Back over is O'Connor in the corner. Kept in Novik. Novik has that one go over. Broman! Broman, great pass. Rips a shot. That one saved by Minch. Broman gets back up and could not keep that in is the captain Campbell.
And a great desperation save for Minch on that play, just diving across. And the Lakers at a tough angle could not get around him, who was way out of position after he had to make the leaping save.
Isaac far feed over to Gillespie. Novik able to knock it down as he keeps in. Shovel by Pissarro, and Zizek plays behind net. Stolen away now by Guerrero. And now a 4-on-3 as Buffalo State moves up. Waits on it, tried to center it. Good play by Novik as he keeps the stick down. Campbell's able to chip it up. Now a far pass, can't clear there. Kept in and now finally cleared. Now Gillespie gets it back. He's going to move up. Gillespie overskates the puck. Gillespie has to wait. And now far angles, Novik was watching. Tries to move in, shot. Hansen plays it with the stick and then puts a glove on it. And now we're going to go down to our man Josh Holford.
Thanks, guys. Lakers are within 1, and that's thanks to Mitch Emerson and Joey Molinaro. They came in strong this third period. Both of those are the 2 forwards in the third line. The third line's really coming through for the Oswego State Lakers in this third period. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Apologize for that goal call. Like I said, I saw
like
the 9 and I thought I saw the 1 there. I did not. So Emerson will get the goal. Now in front, luckily it went off the heel of an Oswego player in front. It looked to be Allen, and it went all the way to the side. Feeds that one up to Berry a little far. Nenadal can't get there. Goes off the leg of Berry as he's there. Berry knocked down on the play. Berry laying on the puck. They're going to call a whistle.
Right, and early in that play, right before the Bengals got the offensive zone faceoff, Max Novik caught sleeping in the neutral zone, was way too far down on the near side, was playing really close to his D partner, Devin Campbell, and that let the Bengals forward, I believe it was Jonkin, get in on the far side for a better angle shot, and he had an opportunity due to Novik's pinch over.
Face off in the middle, falling down now. No one particularly has it. Now Buffalo State going to send it all the way through off the stick of Braden Doust. 2 goals for Braden Doust on the night. Moving feet up now. 3-on-3 as they're going to move up as Emerson. Emerson comes back to the middle. Emerson rips the shot. It's in! Emerson ties it up. 2 goals for him in the period. And I guess he needed me to say his name on that goal. 6:14 left in this third. Oswego's come screaming back in as now they've tied it up at 5.
And this is something Oswego State does so well, scoring on the line rush, as you'll see in the replay. Cuts in, cuts across, and no defender can stick with him. And as you cut into the slot line, the goaltender for Buffalo State, Minch, has to take his eyes off the puck and loses concentration as he moves over to the center. Cannot pick it back up, and that's a wide open look that, frankly, you've got to make that stop. You know, Emerson does a good job going across the body, going far side, the opposite way he's coming, but you've got to make the stop.
Hits a big save, still in front for a rebound. Falling down now is Wood. Big play by Hansen. Hansen's going to watch that one into the glove as he jumps up in the air. Definitely was going over the net, but smart play after he let that rebound right in front of him. Exactly 6 minutes left here in the third.
And there you see Gillespie jawing with Michael Guerrero of Buffalo State. Leads the defense in points with 15, but he is a -10, so a great power play tool is Michael Guerrero, and really a solid player all around for this back end. Loves to create a lot of offense for his team.
So with the goal before with Molinaro, he is now a double-digit goal scorer with 10. And Emerson just playing absolutely amazing. Now 7 goals for him and 2 on the night. Stolen away now and trying to move up. LeBlanc chips up to himself. Nice defensive play as it's put back by Button. Stolen away now. Trying to chip it forward as Isaac was Novick a little bit too far. Knocked down now and Campbell has it. And they will call an icing there as Campbell touches up.
That's the 4th point for Emerson this weekend, as he had 2 assists last night. 2 goals tonight gives him 4 points in the last 2 games. And for a team with national title hopes, when you're getting that kind of production from your third line, when that could be any team in D3, that could be a second line for most teams in Division III. When you're getting that kind of production from this kind of depth, it allows your first line to have an off night or an off couple nights when you have that production from all 4 lines.
I mean, that third line, Emerson, Brown, and Molinaro, could be a first line for most teams the way that they play. Effectively, in all different ways, is Brown just getting a lot of assists. I believe already 10 assists on the season now, and Emerson and Molinaro finally picking up the goals a little bit as they've had 3. Both of them have had 3 in the last two weekends, so definitely doing well on that.
Right, you've got great hockey IQ on that third line. Niagara University transfer Derek Brown, D1 school, and Joey Molinaro coming from Niagara as well. 2 D1 guys in your third line, and a guy like Jeff Solo coming in from a D1 school as well. This team has so much talent and so much hockey IQ.
Grips a shot, and it's in! A crazy goal right off the faceoff, and Oswego in the Murano Campus Center just got deflated as it was a goal by number 22, Zach Reimers.
Yeah, and really an impressive goal by Reimers. And that's a set play for Buffalo State. They wanted to win it back to him, and he fires a one-timer right off the faceoff. And that's a tough stop for Hansen as we await the replay. Reimers with his 2nd goal of the afternoon. You see, it wins it right back, fires the shot hard and fast, and Hansen's caught flat foot and does not manage to see the puck get to Reimers until it's too late.
Reimers may be a Vin Diesel fan because that was fast and furious coming in right there. Stolen back now, Pissarro gets it. Pissarro tried to lead it to Broman, no one there. Cleared down by Buffalo State, Curry to catch in the neutral zone. Move under 5 minutes left, 4:50 to be exact. Let's go Lakers chant, trying to fuel this team again as Broman takes in. Broman's gonna leave it back. Broman gets it back for himself. Now Broman in the corner. Broman falls down. Broman on the puck, kind of laying on it. Trying to get help there from Gillespie. Charged in now. Falling down was Simons. No one able to get to that puck now. Stolen away again, now kicked up. Backhand there. Another chance for the backhand, and Spink couldn't turn on it. Knocked down. Another chance in front, rips a shot. Couldn't get that one to fall through. Another one, that one goes off the outside of the net. Pissarro can't put the shot on. Curry couldn't keep in now.
Sloppy play by Curry, not able to keep that in. He's got to be a little bit stronger on his blue line with just a couple minutes left in this game. Oswego needs another one to tie it.
4 minutes left in this third period. Not an icing as it is taken down by Connor Zach. Connor Zach trying to play along the boards with Brown. Oswego able to end up with it. LeBlanc passes that one up to Spink a little bit too hard. That one cleared back. Played in the defensive zone now by Oswego. Hard pass, and now a whip on that one again is Isaac. Back to him. Feed and a 3-on-2. As another player falls down, back to a 3-on-3. Tries to play that as LeBlanc alongside Spink. They both can't get to it. Pelnick tried for a hit, couldn't deliver one. Now played by Zizek. Zizek, cross ice, far pass over to Brown. Comes out, Brown gets hit by the goalie. Now falls back down. Opportunity if anyone can get there. Trying to center it again. No one's pinching. Emerson's able to knock it back down. Brown with the shot. That one blocked in front by a defender. 3 minutes left in the third period. Pelnick able to keep in. Shoveled up now. Molinaro to Emerson. Emerson tries to go in. Hard angle, tried to shove it in a little bit wide. Kept in now is Novick. Novick at the blue line. Gives it up. Gillespie. Gillespie waits. Gillespie has his. Rebound chance. Couldn't put it back. Molinaro. Another rebound chance, and it's wide. Now behind nets. Trying to get anything going here. Cycles back up to the blue line. 2:25 left. Zips another shot. That one wide. Looks like it may have been deflected off. Gillespie gets it back again. Gillespie waits from the blue line. Back over to Novick. Gillespie from the blue line. Gillespie has hit deflected right in front. And a good clear by Buffalo goes way up into the crowd.
And that's the second or third block for Reed Bibb on this shift on Michael Gillespie. And a really strong performance from him tonight. Has a couple points, I believe, and also really good in the defensive zone. And really just a strong performance throughout this Buffalo State lineup in their own end, doing everything they can, collapsing closer to the net to try to protect the house and protect Connor Minch, as Buffalo State will take a timeout with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in the game.
Buffalo State calls that timeout expecting for Hansen to come off in the next 30 seconds. So instead of calling it, you're probably not going to get an offensive chance right now. So this was the best time to call the timeout and say, hey, it's probably going to be a 6-on-5 right now. Here's what's going to happen. And make sure that after this third period is over, unless we do get to an overtime, to stay with our men at the perch, as we will bring you post-game coverage over on that other side. Right now, Buffalo State up 6-5 from a Reamer goal, as it was tied 5-5. And a timeout called by Buffalo, like I said, to discuss what will most likely be an inevitable 6-on-5 coming up, as Hansen will most likely be pulled within the next 20 to 30 seconds.
Right, and for the Oswego State Lakers, you want to get Minch moving. As you've seen on the last couple goals, a lot of the times it's a dirty goal in front of the net in which the Lakers have a bunch of players there, or it's when Minch is moving and he's not set. When he's not set, he's not comfortable, and the Lakers need to get him off his game. Use the physicality to your advantage. You're a bigger team than Buffalo State, so use it. Park a big guy. Park a guy like Mitch Emerson in front of the net, like you see him usually on the power play, and get to work. Use your point. Use guys like Max Novick. Michael Gillespie at the point and at the near circle does a great job creating offense and letting the Lakers converge on the shot afterward.
This one won by Oswego, trying to keep in and cannot, as a great clear by Reimers. Moves in now in a 3-on-2. Tried to center it, could not. Now another center in front. And Broman's able to move up now. 3-on-2s, it's Broman Pizarro. Broman falls down, he's able to pass in. Now he couldn't get the puck in. Broman not happy about that one as he fell trying to go from right to left. Oswego looked like maybe one of their best chances there. Knocked down and now moved up here, minute 40 left. Pass moving into Spink. Spink tries to come in. Hansen waits. Spink gets it back. Cycled back around, and Hansen not able to come off the bench yet, minute 30. Campbell plays in the center. Campbell trying to pressure in, taken in now. And switching off here is Reimers, the one to knock in. Hansen's going to skate up now with a minute 20. Sends this one all the way down, rides the boards. And Hansen's still waiting. Hansen's still sitting there with a minute 10 left, and Hansen's going to have to turn back now as Buffalo State's able to get it. Hansen's going to sit on it and waits for the icing as he doesn't touch it. Smart decision by him with a minute 4 left.
Right, he was out about the hash marks where he is now for most of that sequence. Of course, assistant coach Mark Digby not waving him on completely, and a smart play at that, because there was a near chance at the Oswego State end on that sequence.
We wait here, still obviously 5-on-5 hockey, and Oswego is going to call a timeout. Preparation for this 1 minute long 6-on-5.
Right, and if you're Oswego State, as I said before, you got to get traffic in front of Minch. He's a guy that doesn't do well when there's a lot of traffic. He's not like Ian Sylvies. He's a very tall goaltender, a very good one. Once you get him down into the butterfly position, it makes it a lot easier to go roof on him, like you saw against Bogart last night. So that's what Oswego State needs to focus on here in the next 64 seconds of play to try to force overtime.
You definitely want to see, you want to see Broman in right now. You want to see that bigger body like that. And, I mean, the way that Emerson and Molinaro are playing, you're going to have to do a little bit of, line converging right now. And you want to, like I said, you want to have Broman, Emerson, and Molinaro all on the same line right now. And, you definitely want to have Carter Allen and Max Novick. So You see exactly. I would say you bring out the third line along with Broman and then keep Allen and Novick in as your defensemen. We'll see. Looks like they're actually going to have Zyzik and Spink, so they're going to keep first line on. They will bring Broman, and then they're going to have Novick alongside. Looks like they're only going to have one defenseman on, so Novick's going to be the lone defenseman, and they're going to have a mix between the pretty much every line right now. Is Spink and Zyzik is on alongside Broman, and then you also have Gillespie. Looks like first and second line together. 1 minute remaining at the blue line. Hansen officially off now, so a 6-on-5. Rips a shot, and a big save there by Minch. Tried to send that one through. Oswego's able to keep in there as Novick at the blue line. Trying to clear now and is cleared. 45 seconds left. Waits now and takes back into their zone. Gillespie with 40 seconds left. Gillespie changes direction. Gillespie cross-ice pass to Zyzik. Zyzik in the neutral zone, waits on it, 35 seconds left. Zyzik far pass ahead to Gillespie. Gillespie's able to keep in, great play on him. Now Beebe tried to send that one down. It's going to go through, and it's going to be an icing as it is just wide. 23 seconds left, 22 seconds left.
Oswego State really using their power play setup here. As they are unable to get anything set up, Buffalo State doing an incredible job keeping them outside of the zone, whether it be by holding the play along the boards or just getting active sticks and an aggressive forecheck. Really good job, as Oswego State couldn't even get into the offensive zone on the last shift or so.
22 seconds now, going to be a quick switch as Spink comes off. Face-off won by Buffalo State. Open shot, that one not going to go in as it rides up, and it's going to be an icing, 14.5 left. That one just about a foot wide of the net to make it a 7-5 game.
Buffalo State seems really comfortable just icing the puck here. That'll take 4 or 5 seconds off the clock each time, with the Lakers having to touch up to get the icing. So you do that 2 or 3 times and the game's over for Buffalo State.
Pacero wins that one. Novick gets it at the blue line. Novick cycles back. Novick tried to put one on. 10 seconds left. Rips a shot, that one way high. And now it's kicked out in the neutral zone, and it looks like that is going to do it unless they just whip a shot from far away, but that one deflected off. And a great win by Buffalo State over the home team, the Oswego Lakers. Lakers had 3 goals in the period, was able to bring Oswego back to a 5-5 tie, but a fantastic goal off the faceoff by Zach Reimers, literally right off the faceoff. And he was able to make it a 6-5 game, and Reimers will be getting this game-winning goal here in the Teal game.
Yeah, and a really great effort by Troy Button, the defenseman out of Royal Oak, Michigan. On the final sequence, the final shot for the Lakers, he blocks it, forces it wide, and there was a wide-open yawning cage as Trevor Minch was caught on the wrong side of his crease.
Yeah, no, it looked like it was a fantastic chance and an opportunity, and then just lifted the puck. Sometimes you get so anxious with it, you put way too much on it when you're in front like that, and instead of grounding it, you lift it, get under it. So very unfortunate way to end that game. Buffalo State picks up 2 points on Oswego and the rest of the SUNYAC division as they move in. 16 points for them, Oswego 18, so only 1 game separates them now. And check real quick. I know that there were 2 other games going on in the SUNYAC. See if any of those have ended. Check real quick as Fredonia and Cortland were taking on, and Cortland up big 6-3. So it looks like Cortland, as the lowest point, is actually going to help Oswego big out there as Fredonia loses again. Fredonia is going to lose that one.
And that's a really big win for Cortland. They're a team that's on the brink of elimination, as Morrisville State has already been eliminated from playoff contention. Fredonia really falling off, have now dropped 4 of the last 6 SUNYAC games. Those other 2 were ties. So they're looking for their first SUNYAC win of the new year and of the semester, losing these 2 on the weekend.
And Geneseo also won, like I said, not in their SUNYAC division, but will not matter for them as it will not put up a point. Buffalo State wins this one 6-5 in a crucial SUNYAC matchup. Make sure you stay tuned here for the rest of our post-game wrap-up here on WTOP 10 and Hockey Night in Oswego.
Many medicines used to treat colds and flu contain acetaminophen, a pain reliever and fever reducer found in hundreds of over-the-counter and prescription medicines. But taking too much or more than one medication containing acetaminophen per day can damage your liver. So always read the label and don't take acetaminophen if you drink 3 or more alcoholic drinks every day. To learn more, visit fda.gov/OTC pain info. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Food and Drug Administration.
This job looks perfect. It says you need a high school diploma. You've got one of those, right?
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
I got that.
Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
And welcome back to Hockey Night in Oswego, as this is the post-game wrap-up show. The Buffalo State Bengals beating the Oswego State Lakers 6-5. And guys, what a third period and what a turnaround for the Lakers.
Yeah, it was a turnaround that they needed, but it was a little bit too late for them at the end, of course, losing 6-5. But when they got that 5th goal, it seemed like maybe the momentum was shifting, but luckily for Buffalo State, it wasn't. They got the game-winning goal, but Oswego, that third period is definitely a positive they can draw upon.
Yeah, that was definitely a positive, because that was the third period was electric. The fans were in it. Oswego slowly crept back. They remembered that it was 3-0, and they just kind of crept back into it. Didn't score all 3 goals at once, and then they got the crowd back into it. Unfortunately, it was just a bad ending.
Yeah, and for Buffalo, how did they rebound from giving up a 3-goal lead and then getting back the lead and winning the game?
Yeah, it was really impressive, especially on the road. Like Mike said, this crowd was really into it. They were really getting excited for those goals, and it was a great job by Buffalo State to bounce back, remain composed, and get that goal, because I thought once Oswego tied the game up, Buffalo State was going to, pull the rest of the game too.
Yeah, and like you said, Buffalo State just understood what the challenge they had in front of them, just said, okay, now it's 0-0 again, and then they just kind of set back, and they got the most important goal that they needed late in this game, as we're going to take a look at it very soon.
Yeah, Buffalo State got the goals going early and often. It was an early one off the stick of Ben Butcher here, as you'll see. Kind of a turnaround, and Richer, before he was pulled, just in bad position here. Almost a prayer there from Butcher to get the Bengals on the board first, and it just continued from there.
Yeah, again, it seemed like he just tried to get a shot off. Didn't try to do too much with the puck here. As you see, again, adding another goal here to it to make it 2-0. That was just another quick goal. They got to Richer's head very quickly. Was able to make it 2-0 very quickly.
Yeah, and Braden Dowse scored that 3rd goal here for Buffalo State. We've talked about him a lot, and what a nifty little pass there in front of the net for Buffalo State. And that was the 3-0 lead, which would end up pulling David Richer, but he had a great game, actually. We got to talk to him down on the sideline after that first period, and he talked about them not slowing up, and he didn't slow up himself.
No, and Buffalo State was able to keep their composure. They had a lot of challenges faced their way. Here's again another look here, and he was able to keep with the puck here, and then had a great shot right in front of the net. Not really much Hansen could do there, and honestly, goaltending was just the biggest problem here. Hansen or Richer giving up goals when it mattered most, and it was just an unfortunate scene for the Lakers here.
Yeah, you just saw that goal by Zach Remmers. That was right before we went into the 3rd period, put the Bengals back up by 3, which would be really almost the nail in the coffin for the Lakers before they came back. That looked like the one that might have put them away before that 3rd period comeback.
Definitely, we'll get a look at their last goal right here. What did you guys see on the game-winning goal?
It just looked like Hansen was maybe a little bit out of position. We mentioned goaltending was a little bit of an issue here. A little hectic there on the backhand pass, and then eventually was hammered home for Buffalo State. It just looked like Hansen maybe didn't know where he was in relation to both posts there, and Buffalo State able to get the game winner.